mad at me, and then you were like, no, Meredith, I'm just. Hello. All right.
Hello.
Hi. Can you guys do something in the chat if it's better, or do like a thumbs up if it's better, if it's not cutting out from Jen's?
I can hear you fine.
I know we can hear each other, but like this has happened before. Like I don't even know. You can't tell if you're the one posting it because it sounds fine. We can hear each other, and I think usually when it happens, it's fine on the replay. But like as it's happening, it just keeps cutting in. Okay, good. I'm seeing thumbs up. Okay.
Good. So they probably missed a ton of what I said on the space, but that's okay.
Yeah, it should be fine on the replay.
Yeah.
That's my experience with it, but yeah, should be good. Yeah. I don't know where you were in the middle of talking, but I was going to come on for a few minutes anyways. It's kind of like a slower week with work. We just finished a deadline. So it's like, it's nice. It's kind of a lot like my old job where we have like ups and downs with like when we have busy times with like quarter closes and everything. And then it's nice and relaxed. So I like it.
I just got a text from Jessica.
Oh, what did it say?
It said, do not contact me again. I'm telling her, listen to my spaces. It's all about you. Adios.
Wait, so you texted her first and then she just
Not today. That was from last week. That wasn't today. I didn't text her today. I think she's mad.
She just out of nowhere said, don't contact me again?
Yeah. I hadn't texted her since she read out my texts from last week. I hadn't, because I said to her in my last text to her, like, I'm not going to bother you again. This is all I wanted to say. And I didn't. But then she responded and said, do not text me again. Do not contact me again. Fine by me, Jessica. I got all the satisfaction that I needed. The fact that so many people see you for who you are, Jessica, it makes my day. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks what's happening with Aiden. Like, trust me, I've like lived it, but like until she has some like self-awareness about her role and how her own behavior, then it's just hard to have much sympathy.
Yeah, I'll never have sympathy. You know, she got on that valid truth journey that Aiden did with Jimmy and rubbed in. I'll never have any sympathy for her at all. She's made her own bed.
I still haven't watched all of that. Like I've watched clips but I've still never watched all three of those. Like I just don't want to. I've seen like what I need. I've done keyword searches when I had to for like the restraining order and everything, but I've still never watched all of them. I've never watched all of when she was on, but just the faces she and Jimmy were making alone, it's just sick.
And you know, that was, I think, before you and I really talked and stuff, and it was still when I supported Aiden, and I'm so grossed out that I...
Honestly, though, Jen, that was so short. So I was searching for something in my text yesterday. I was keyword searching something. I think it was like crucifixion or crucify or something. I was trying to find some like a Nurse Kim text, and it was like something came up in one of my texts with you, and it was like, it was something. It was like basically. It really was only like it was like the one thing you were like. You sent me a text and you were like, I didn't like you posting the video with the crying, and like honestly, like the one. It was like it lasted like a week that you and I you weren't on my side with the thing with Aiden. It lasted all of a week that you were still on his side, and then like he loves to like say that she's only doing this because she was mad at Jess Machado, but very soon on. You were like you went from being mad at me, and then you were like, no, Meredith, I'm just going to step away from it all. And like, you were like, read between the lines. I'm step away from all of it because I can't, like, basically telling me like, I cannot keep supporting Aiden. Like he's wrong, but I don't want to have him like go after me and my family. Like exactly what he's doing now, exactly what you predicted he would do. And
when he said last night, like with that clip, I don't watch his show, but that clip that somebody posted that says, contrary to what people believe, you don't have to like me and I won't go after your family. Really? What was, I'm going to bury Jen Altman and Steve Libby. or Operation Destroy Jen Altman's Life.
Oh, the clip, the one that Sparkly sent to Turtle Chat.
Yes.
That's literally, yeah. Again, I don't watch it either, but I did. A million people sent me that. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret. That was definitely her who sent that, because so if you don't if you leave your last name blank when you're sending them, and I know this because he had me send Turtle Chats like multiple times together. One about the Roccos, and then there was another one about Jen O'Donnell he wanted me to send, and then there was another one I think about Esty. But if you leave the last name blank when you do it, it defaults to like whatever the last time you sent a Turtle Chat will show up. So say you want to write in I don't know, truth or justice or something, or I don't know, or Hank's I don't know, Hank's Lisp or something, like some stupid name that they do. If you don't fill out the last name, it'll default. And I learned because one time he had me send one and he read the first name and then he read O'Neill after. I was like, dumbass. You told me to send it. It was my fault because I didn't realize my last name would show up from the last time I sent one, but I did, and he read O'Neill after, and I was like, fuck.
She's so dumb.
So that's definitely what happened. But and did you see she reposted that too?
Yeah.
Bonnie clipped it and was making fun of it, and she reposted it. I don't know if she just doesn't understand.
And
yeah. So if anybody didn't pay attention, so if anybody isn't following what we're talking about, there was a Turtle Chat sent last night that it appears would be from Sparkly herself, and it was basically Sparkly needs our support or something on Wednesday. It was asking Aiden to go and cover the hearing. It was we need to stand up for this injustice and stuff, and it's honestly though, the reaction that wasn't oh no, this is a dumb restraining order, you should not be going to court for this, this is the hypocrisy where he's yes, you should. He was encouraging it. He was yeah, Sparkly, stand up to Jim Altman, who did nothing. He calls people on his show all the time, people's family. Are you kidding? You didn't even call her daughter-in-law.
I did.
I sent her a Facebook message, which she didn't tell you to stop. Nope. She didn't block you.
Nope.
And he thinks that she deserves a restraining order for that. Is this a joke? Are we living in the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, people keep saying, somebody said that I called her disabled daughter. What? That never happened. I don't even know where her disabled daughter lives is. And then they said that we posted her kids' addresses or something.
She said that to me on the space that we were on yesterday, which, by the way, Shane is. I know people have mixed feelings about Shane, and he and I have had our ups and downs, but he requested an archive of his Twitter, and he's getting a recording from yesterday.
Oh, good.
Because I know the one part a lot of people recorded different parts, but the part where she says, I'm not afraid of anybody.
And then she said she didn't say it. And everybody was like, you did.
So
and Lydia's so funny. Lydia's so funny because she'll be like, Sparkly, I'm getting an order on you for not being nice to me.
I know. I just kind of drifted off that space, but as everybody kept going on there and talking to her, I could not stop laughing yesterday. What were we talking about? Yeah, the Turtle Chat that she sent herself to try to make it seem like it was a Sparkly supporter. She was she stepped up and went on your fundraiser for you and raised money for you. We need to be there to support her. And I was in your head, you want to dance drunk at 11 o'clock, the last slot, the 12 million string thing. How was that raising okay, whatever. But even if she did do some stream in a fundraiser room, that he wouldn't give her the time of day and go and support her for this. Because he knows this is stupid. He knows how fucking stupid this is, and that anybody who's a friend to her would be telling her that this is going to be very embarrassing.
But I don't want to say too much, because I don't want her to go to court and be like, Meredith and Jen were on the spaces telling people that they should tell me not to go. No, we want you to go, Marie.
No.
We want you to go.
At this point, it's there's been with the whole wishy-washy back and forth about should I drop it and that dramatic thing last week. I was fine, then it needs to be notify the court now, because otherwise I wouldn't have spent time this past weekend preparing for it, because it's mostly done, all the preparation. I just need to do a few more things. But it's that ship has sailed now. We will be pursuing recuperation for costs and time spent after this is done.
And we're not
So
cheap.
yeah,
We're
I've
not
already taken. I've taken the day off. What I did was, because I don't have a ton of vacation days accrued because I just started. I mean, well, I have like 3 weeks, but I want to save that for like later this summer, and then I always take like the 2 weeks,
Right.
like the last week of December off. Like I love to do that, so I didn't want to waste days. So I just worked Friday on Juneteenth, like because I just wasn't doing anything. I was like, I'll just work Friday, and then now this Wednesday I have off for this
I
stupid shit.
just took the afternoon off. So
Well, I
it's
don't.
fine.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
if you
I just
break,
want to get there in time. I'm gonna leave here by 11, I think,
yeah,
because like
same.
looking at Google Maps, it says like an hour and 15 minutes, but I'd rather just get there earlier to
Yeah.
be safe.
And we'll
You
just
know,
meet and we'll meet and go over everything.
yeah.
Do what we need to do. I loved when she said she gets 15 minutes and we get 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, so that's not true. I've confirmed with multiple lawyers who practice in New Hampshire. There's no like set time limit. The judge will like in Massachusetts will like just basically have an appetite for more or less, which is why I think it might make sense to file some stuff in advance, which obviously we'll give it to her too. Like, did you hear her like lecturing me on
Yes.
copies of things? Like, do you realize I like this isn't my first rodeo with helping with like court things. Yes, Sparkly, good job. Like you learned that you need to bring a copy for the judge, a copy for the other party, and then a copy for yourself. Good job.
I have in my mind how I think it's going to go. But I think it's going to be a very short hearing because I think the judge is going to see very clearly that Marie Carvalho is not the elderly, disabled, retired nurse who is full of love and positivity and words of affirmation as she's telling people to fuck off, saying she likes to suck on balls, telling people she fucked James Jackson, calling somebody the R word, an account that she is blaming us for or you for. Yeah. And
I went on archive.org earlier with like, because that account that she was accusing, the one that you posted a screenshot of that she's calling like, what did she say? She's like, fuck you, retarded bitch or something.
Yeah.
That Fullerton crab. So I went on archive. It looks like it's deleted now or it was suspended, but I went on archive.org just to look at all the posts like of what it actually said at all and like what were the worst things like that she could even accuse me of if in some world she's like gonna try and like say it and the judge is like, well, like whatever, like you can decide. Like I'm looking at the post and it's like a funny account. It's like posting like a picture of like the crab shack that like Paul Sidendale, Purple Kool-Aid's dad used to own and stuff. And it's like, I'm so sad. My son bankrupted my house.
And her evidence, people were like, well, how do you have evidence that that's her account? And then she's like, Paul told me.
Yeah, the convicted felon. That's gonna go a long way. Yeah.
She thinks evidence.
All it did was it posted a picture of somebody. I'm assuming she's saying like it posted her son. It's posting a picture of a guy, and it's like, okay, even if it's not me, but like that's how is that again making you in fear for your safety to grant an order? Like just even like the things that are not even like the worst things she's claiming in her affidavit are not like grounds for an order.
No, and she said, and we figured out because we talked to that lawyer from New Hampshire that said that any screenshots that she takes after the order aren't even evidence because she can only bring in things that pertain
well, she needs to
order.
file an amended. She needs to file an amended one before and give it to us like right away, and the judge can decide if she tries to show up with it. Probably not, but it needs to be filed before. It's clear.
Right, and she can't speak for her. She can't say like her family is in fear. Well, that's
unless
hearsay.
They need to come and testify.
Right.
Or write an affidavit. And I have a feeling her family wants nothing to do with this. If the daughter-in-law never told you to like stop or to like or blocked you, then I can't imagine they want anything to do with this.
The daughter-in-law didn't recently because they punished her daughter-in-law and her son and her ex-husband. That is not true. I did email her, or not even email, it was a Facebook message her daughter-in-law the video of her, because I was like, this is what your mother-in-law is doing in front of tens of thousands of people, and it's concerning. I am a mandated reporter. I work with the elderly. If she is disabled, I am concerned that she's being taken advantage of by people like Valerie and Jessica
and Kazi G.
Something
called, also too, like by that point, she had already contacted her multiple times. Then she went on and said she was going to keep contacting them until you were fired, because she thought it was up to her to decide you shouldn't be able to be around patients because of what you said online. So so honestly, I think you were basically like, you're basically almost like an FYI. Like, I would want somebody to let me know if my family member was showing, like, my elderly family member, my mom, if my mom was like, she actually is my mom's age. My mom's only a couple years older than her. She's literally my mom's age. This is ridiculous. If my mom was online acting radically, dancing like she's doing, acting this, and then she starts contacting someone's job and harassing them, like she was harassing you by doing that, trying to get you fired. And I would want somebody to let me know, like, because your next move was probably to go and get an order on her or sue her. And we know she doesn't have a lot of money, and that could drag her family into having to help support her financially. I would want somebody to let me know before it got to that point, so that I could tell my mom to knock the crap off. I would tell my mom, like, knock it off, like, get offline, log off.
And she said my employer 3 times on that one stream after she.
I already noted that in your speech for like, everything she's done since the order is the opposite of somebody who's in fear. It's taunting us about, oh, have you guys been served yet? Just asking. She calls us the bosom buddies. She's like, have the bosom buddies been served yet? Like what does she do after she goes and gets a hearing for this? Somebody who's scared and testified to the court that she was scared of us and it was affecting her health. Does she be quiet? Does she prepare for the hearing? Is she living in fear, protecting her mental health by taking a break off from line? No, she goes on, posts the court documents, bragging about it, asking if we'd been served yet, and then does a 4-hour space talking about it where she broadcasts your employer. She says, hi guys, are you listening? I hope you guys, Jen and Meredith, are listening.
And then goes to our accounts, like goes to your account first and was like, look, Meredith. She goes, oh, but we can get around a block. And then you had your post protected. And she was like, that's interesting. And then I took a screen record of this, and you can see her typing in my name. And then it clearly says in the middle that she is blocked. And so she goes around the block and starts reading. It's like somebody telling you that this, like, I made this analogy, that burner is hot, don't touch it. And you go touch it, and then you blame the burner for burning you. Like, you are bringing in that thing that's, you say, is affecting your mental health, but you're going there to look at it. Crazy, what's her name, did the same thing with me. Baller. Ooh, Baller. Who was that? What was her? The one that lives in, like, Ohio. She has a little YouTube show. Why can't I think of her name right now? Remember, she interviewed you, and she would be like, oh, Baller.
Oh, Lacey.
Yeah, Lacey's gone on Jessica's show and said, I made her suicidal. And then even Jessica pointed out, like, you went to her page and looked, like, she had you blocked, you had her blocked. There's no tagging going on, but you physically went to her page and looked at what she was posting, and then you're suicidal for reading that? I mean, you can't. Marie's mental health is not our responsibility. Marie's show, she wrote in the affidavit that she's forced to answer questions about cyberbullying.
Like, what? Well, you saw the compilation I put together already about like, everything in her thing is a lie about the show being positivity and everything. Like, all the things she's saying about like, I don't know, calling, like, just all of it. And it's like, that was like my little preview that I posted for my beach notes about some of the questions that it's like, we're going to play them. It's like, those are your clips, right? That's your voice. Like, and then that clip, you referred to me as a pig, correct? You called another person a dusty bitch. Is that you? Do you consider calling someone a dusty bitch or a pig to be positive or uplifting? But you included that description of your show in your affidavit, correct? And she's going to lie. We pull out her affidavit. And you wanted the court to understand your show promotes positivity, correct? And what is she going to say to that? And then we'll play more. And then it's, oh, you told this person to fuck off, right? Is that positive? You just called me and Miss Altman an asshole after you went to this court asking for an order. Are you in fear? That's how it's going to go in a nutshell. And everybody's like, oh, why are you giving away the questions? And it's like, that's like only one tiny slice of the whole pie.
Right.
We're asking her. It's like, what fun is it to like take candy from a baby? Like, give her a little head start of what's gonna go down on Wednesday.
Right.
Like,
right. And she thinks that the judge is going to, she wants us to be held responsible. And she has said, basically, if you're vile, if you're mean, if you say mean words, like, you have to be held responsible. Well, no, you don't, because there's something called the Constitution of the United States. And is it nice, all the things that are said online? No, but that's okay. We're allowed to say them. And even like, I did not disparage her disabled. I understand that when I said like, fuck your disabled daughter and her wish list, I basically meant fuck the wish list that you made for her, Marie, because you're her mother and you should be buying her the shit that she needs. And I understand that might come off as me disparaging her daughter. I did not mean that in the least. However, if I wanted to disparage her daughter, I can. It's called the First Amendment.
And something came before that. She said she was called, wasn't that, she called you like a nasty hag first.
Nasty old hag.
So yeah, she deleted that post. That came, it's very important. And I have the exact time, I have a screenshot with the exact time. She posted first, was like, Jen Altman's a nasty wash-up hag. Like, she's acting like it was totally unprovoked, your comment. Your comment came after she said that. Like, and after she'd been talking crap about me, saying I deserve to be fired, calling me a bad mom, and all this other stuff.
That's what made me so mad.
She acts like she's like doesn't start all of this. And yes, like the thing though about me posts, like yesterday, and I totally forgot this post I made, but the point of my post, it was a compilation of her and Cosby, Jason Smith, going crazy for 3 hours. And she was like, you made a post about Cosby masturbating, like, yeah, I'm gonna get an order because of that. And I was like, at the time I was like, I don't think I ever say that. So let me just read exactly what I said. It was like a figure of speech. I said, Jason Smith and Marie Cavallo want to wear Nan's skin. You cannot change my mind. Smith spent over 3 hours today furiously jerking off about Nan on the street with granny rolls. Okay, furiously he obviously did not jerk off on a YouTube show because that would be taken down. So like, but the way he was like obsessively talking on her, he was like, Naniel, Nanty, Naniel, Nanthrax. It was like fucking like psychotic. And he was like trying to pretend to be turtle boob. And he threatened to punch Nan. Remember, he was like, "I'll give you a milk line, punch him up."
Punch him up. And then Marie says that somebody asked her where I got, because I had texted her like before all of this, and when she started coming after you, I texted her privately, and I wasn't like, and I just said, I think you're a horrible human being, because I do, and I can say that. And so somebody asked her how I got her phone number, and she said, "Oh, probably white pages." Marie, you gave me your phone number.
Oh, okay. Give me that screenshot of that. I didn't know about that.
That was on a show. It was on a show. I'll find it.
But no, I thought she gave. No, give me the message of her giving you her phone number.
I don't know if I have it. I think I'll have to look for it. But she gave me her phone number. When I first in March, or February, when I first turned against AIDS, she messaged me, gave me her phone number, and said, I'd love to have a phone call with you. And we had a phone call planned, and then I ended up ghosting her. But she gave me her number. We texted privately. So she cannot lie to the court and say, and I will find it. But yeah, I've since deleted her and blocked her phone number. But,
I would like to have that in case she lied. We'll find it. And so in case she lies, then she can perjure herself, because I know she gave you the number. But so basically all she was able to say yesterday was that because I kept pushing her. I was like, so what vile things have I done and said? She's like, well, you were talking about him masturbating. And I just reread the post. What I just reread to you, that's a lot different from me talking about him now. Like, it was a figure of speech, the way he was psychotically obsessed with Nan. So like, all of these tweets that she's going to pull out like this, I've also printed them all out with the accompanying video that went with them. And all of the videos, it's like, it's her and him shitting on Nan and like her own words. Anything I've ever posted about this woman has been like her own words, like what she's done.
It's all her own words.
Like the balls compilation, like the infamous ball speech. But like still, too, you can't bring in like, oh, Your Honor, she talked about my friend masturbating. I should get an order. No. Anything about other people is going to be like objected to. But you know what? Her talking about other people besides us is relevant into she opened the door, as they say, to that when she wrote in her affidavit that her show is about positivity and healing and words of encouragement and positive affirmation. Because we can show that her show is the opposite of that. She's constantly bashing people the whole show. And at least, like, as much as I don't like Val, she was real about that on, like, the thing with her. She's like, Sparkly, your show is drama. Like, I'm a mod for you. Like, you're not going to lie about that. Like,
and she said to you yesterday when you said something like your show, you had a 4-hour stream and it was all drama or bashing people. And she literally said, no, just the first couple hours.
I mean, her behavior yesterday on that stream with me, and we're getting the download because she's like, well, I didn't want you to come on. No, you were on there, and he was asking to come on, and she wasn't like, oh, well, if she comes on, I'm gonna leave. She was like, well, she can come on. We just won't talk about, like, whatever, like, the court stuff. And, like, obviously we did because Shane started asking about it. It was awkward for a second because Shane was, like, asking about it, and he was like, because he didn't have the whole story clearly. He was like, well, don't you think you want to just make this all end with Sparkly? And I was like, well, the other party is the one bringing it. I was trying to talk about her, not directly to her before it just went like crazy and we were like yelling at each other. And I was like, well, the other party like didn't want to.
And her writing last week, like saying, if you take down disparaging words, I'll remove the order. I think that's the first thing we should show the judge, to just say last week.
Like extortion, but like, and then too, she stays, like if I were trying to get an order on somebody, I would not stay on a space with them and talk to them back and forth and then talk about not being afraid and then, oh wait, but I am afraid of Meredith. And then Kate made a good point. Like, she's like, well, you've never met her. Like, she was like, I'm staying on the space with her because I'm not afraid of her behind a screen. And then Kate was like, but that's like what you're complaining about, like, for your order is behind a screen. Like, the only time you're meeting her is by your design. And that's like one of the first things in my speech from her. I was like, Your Honor, I've never met this person until today. Like, I live in another state. Like, I'm a working professional. I want nothing to do with this person. Like, like anything that we've said has been First Amendment. I never contacted her family. Like, and it's just. And you know what though? Like if she actually had followed through on finding my job and contacting them, I probably would have called them like you did, or I would have like said something like, you need to get your like mom in line. Like she's behaving erratically online, and now she's contacting my job, and I'm gonna take legal action on her. So like, giving you the benefit of like notice before, like, and that's all that your conversation really like seemed to amount to. Like you were just sending her own words. There weren't any threats. And besides the points, then Kelly, her daughter-in-law, should be the one who's going and trying to get an order, not you.
And she never asked, like, I sent that, and then her daughter wrote back something like, what is this? And I said, that's your mother-in-law on a YouTube show with a content creator that has 10,000 followers talking about how she likes to suck on clean balls. And then she never wrote anything back. She never blocked me. She never asked me not to message her. And I did not message her son, but I did message her ex-husband, and he did a laughy face.
He laughed at it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, we see just like a small glimpse of her, like on her shows and stuff and everything. Like, imagine having to deal with her with like kids and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
No wonder he's laughing. And wasn't she like bashing his new wife or something too on a show?
Yeah. And I think I heard that she, like, it's his girlfriend or his wife that she. The thing with Marie is that I feel like she's only 64 and she's retired. Like, why are you retired at 64? Maybe you have a medical issue, and that's fine. I think she does because her mouth droops. And I've looked at pictures of her from before, and her mouth was not droopy. So I'm thinking maybe she like had a stroke or something. I don't know. I don't care. It's not my business. And maybe that's why. But it doesn't seem like she has any girlfriends, because she never says like she's going for coffee with a friend or a walk with a friend or out to dinner with a friend. Like, she spends all of her time on YouTube Spaces, Twitter. And and it just doesn't seem like she doesn't seem like she spends a lot of time with her family. Yeah, I know she sees her disabled daughter a couple times a week or whatever, and that's great. But I think Marie is looking for something inside of a computer with people half her age. She's got like Valerie, like, come on, like Valerie. If I have to say one thing to Valerie, I don't like Valerie at all, but shut the fuck up. If people are on the spaces, shut up. Shut up. Let people talk. And then when people do talk, she's in the background like, I agree. She never lets anybody talk. I doubt Valerie has ever had a job where she has a manager or anybody to tell her what to do, because she just does not shut her mouth ever. Shut up, Valerie. Nobody wants to hear it. I speak for everybody, I think. That's all.
Yeah.
But she's just like, she wants to find something inside of Spaces or YouTube or something inside of the computer that fulfills something. Like, I think she wants her show to be about positivity and love and words of affirmation. And I think she wants that, and I think it starts that way. And then she starts drinking. And I think that, in my opinion, I think Marie has a real problem with alcohol.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you could hear it, that space she was on, like, the one where she starts talking about maybe dropping the order, where she's calling us assholes, like, from, like,
Yes.
there's just so much content every day with her. Like, this is, like, what it was like. It was hard to keep preparing for that other hearing I had in April, because he just couldn't shut the fuck up about me. Every single day, there's more and more and more. And it's like that. It's like, I'm sure I don't know, maybe if it's at 5:00, there won't be much interesting like that she does, but like, I mean, first there was the one right after she filed the order, and then there's been several drunk social media appearances by her where she's like said very damaging things to her case, and it's just.
And I thought for sure she would wake up last Tuesday morning and not remember anything she said, but she doesn't seem to be affected by that drunken behavior at all. And if she listens to herself slurring her words and speaking the way she does and all that, like, girl, stop drinking. And then when I guess she's been texting with Jess Machado, and Jessica told her to stop drinking. And then she read this on the air, that she told Jessica to tell her husband to fuck her before he goes to the casino.
I put that in the positivity compilation.
Yeah.
Where she's telling her to fuck her husband to the casino.
And then she says, if you dish it, you should be able to take it, right? And then she looks right at the screen and she's like, right? With her eyes wide open.
I know Bonnie did a clip of that where she like zooms in, and I couldn't stop. I was like, this is scary. I know. I'm bringing my laptop for Wednesday, but I hope there is kind of like a media setup so I could put some of this on the large screen. That would be awesome.
She's just crazy. I wonder if there's anybody that actually thinks she's going to get the order. I know that what's her name? That she's her mod.
Panda Mandy or whatever.
Panda,
the klepto.
A klepto? What is she?
Remember somebody posted like some report from like 2 years ago where she's like caught stealing from Target and stuff. She was stealing like power cords and clothes. I don't know, just stuff that like, I don't know. I get people of like struggling with money, but it doesn't even seem like that's like the case. Like, but just I can't imagine where, like, shoot me if I'm ever like caught stealing like power cords and like, I don't know, like it was like clothes too and earrings from Target. And I have like kids and I'm older. I'm not like 15 in high school. Like, because obviously like when I was in high school, like some of my friends and I would like steal like earrings from Claire's at the mall and stuff. And it was like a rush. But like if I'm like in my 30s with kids and I'm caught stealing from Target, like just kill me.
I wonder if anybody else will show up except for Panda.
I don't know.
Oh, I think that what's her name said she was going to show up. The Jessica Lade Brockton whore. I think she said she was random Brockton whore.
I don't know who that is. You're not talking about the Jessica that was like talking about punching me in the face, the Hyde Park Jessica, Lauren Murray's friend.
Oh, that crazy one.
You know that one, like she's like blonde.
Yes.
And yeah.
that
she
wears the
texted me and
flatbird
called
hat.
me, and then she got caught calling me because it was anonymous and telling me to like she was going to kill me and to suck a dick or something to spin her. And then she flipped out when I outed her as the caller and like was like saying she was going to get an order on me when she was like literally tweeting that she was going to put my teeth in Carson Beach. Like she's nuts.
These
Nuts.
people are
Horrific
crazy.
probate documents, by the way, on that one, as expected. Like horrific. Like I just have like that ready. The next time she wants to come at me, just like ready to go, you know.
Yeah, she's, oh my God, these people.
Where has Stina been, by the way? She had a lot to say. She was reporting my post. She was going crazy, and I literally have this article ready to publish. But it was like then she disappeared,
Went
and like
away.
also the thing with Jess happened. I was like, everybody's focused on that. I'm just waiting for when she comes back and starts being an asshole to anybody. Like to Chris, she's harassing Christy over and over. I'm just ready to hit publish as soon as she's back.
She is crazy. She bought the fact that she bought domain names and like our
With
kids'
Allie's
names.
name, like what the fuck is wrong
she
with
did
you?
it to Cole. She did it with Cole as well.
Psychotic.
Like, it's crazy.
And then when she was caught doing it, do you remember her reaction? It wasn't like, okay, this was wrong, or like I'm embarrassed.
She didn't care.
No, and then she was like, I've hired a lawyer to like take on Meredith and Christie's harassment. Like what? Bitch, like, what? Harassment for what? And then she was like, here's an email, and it was like, here's these emails. Victims of Christy Citroni and victims of Meredith and Gmail. Email us. Like, oh my God. Like just the tone deafness of these people that think like they're going to get like do legal action for us literally responding to them attacking us first online when they're defending somebody who went to people's homes, called up their family members, and is like, I don't know. It's just
I never thought that this community would turn into this. Like there's such crazy people like Paul and I mean fucking Glare. And there's this really cute, like there was a really cute picture of me posted the other day. Like I looked really cute, and Glare was like, the fact something, you know, she must be upset that she has to live with that face every day.
Oh my, and like looking at him, I know. I think I did respond to that. Yeah, which is
for real. Well, for real. I mean, didn't you have Esty like looking to get you some veneers? Like she was pricing them out for you so she could pay for them for you? Well,
oh my God.
And I mean, you used to come here and like Will is trash. He used to come here and he had a little bed buddy here, and he would have his little bed buddy who lived here come stay in his hotel room with him and then made her pay half the hotel.
Yeah, like it's gross, and he had nothing but good things to say about me. Every time you come back, you're like, oh, like thank you to Meredith for like making me feel so welcome, because I would always be the one to deal with like arranging our dinners with Aiden and stuff, because he was always too busy and everything, and like arranging, making sure there was time, and I was like planning ahead when he had the kids or he didn't have the kids so we could get dinner with Will when he was here. Like I'm sure he probably would have never seen Aiden when he was here if like I didn't make sure that they got to see it. And he was like, he would say so, like, Meredith, oh, thank you. And like one of the very first times I met him in person, I think November 2024, the fundraiser, the first one, do you remember how hammered he was at that Karen Reed fundraiser?
See, I remember I went alone to that fundraiser and I didn't drink because I had to drive home. But I
didn't stay that late, right?
I didn't stay that late. I went home because I wanted to have some drinks, but I couldn't. So
I don't know. Maybe I met him in person before that. If he came for the first trial in person, then I would have met him.
I had met him before that, so I
definitely would have. I don't know. Yeah. It was actually wait. Oh my God. Yes, we went to. No, actually, that was after, like, when we went to dinner in Southie. That was, I think, was, like, winter of 2025. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that was the one that Esty invited herself to?
No, there were two, I think. We went one time. Remember when Jimmy came? And it was just me, Jimmy, Lauren, and him when, like, Lauren and him were first. Yeah. Yes. Okay. That was, maybe that was the same weekend, even. I think that was the same weekend, because that was the first time I exchanged numbers with Jimmy. He was at that fundraiser, and then I was like, oh, it was like so fun hanging out, and I was like, also, like, we're gonna go to dinner at Lincoln. I was like, do you want to come? I was like, it's short notice. I told him like an hour before dinner, and he drove to Southie and came, and like everything, and like I remember after that Aiden was like, I don't like that guy. Aiden was like, I wish you didn't invite him. I don't like him. Like it's.
And now he's his guy.
I know.
You know who else was hammered at that fundraiser? Mark Federer.
Yes, so I keep getting off track, but that's what I was talking about. So Will, that night, he was shit faced. He could not walk. I had to walk him to the bathroom. He almost like peed and like didn't know where to get to the bathroom. And I walked him to the hallway and I was like, gave him to the LV cops to like take over. I was like, I'm not like going in there with him. Like, what the fuck?
Ham.
And then they had to like get him into a cab to get him home. He was shit faced, and he's like that every time he drinks. Like he can't just drink and not
have a couple drinks.
Blackout degenerate.
And listen, everybody drinks. I mean, sometimes it gets drunk and all that. But I remember, I liked Mark. I used to really I want to talk about him, but I used to really like Mark Better. I went to high school with him. I've known him for over 35 years. And we didn't keep in touch and stuff. But when he came on this case, through my friend Rich, I was like, oh, it's so good to see you. And then just seeing him he drinks whiskey straight, and he doesn't get just like a little cup of it. He gets like a big glass of it, and he's tiny, he's a little baby.
I know. I mean, he already would not totally talk shit about Aiden, but basically roll his eyes at his stuff, the shit he would do, and basically be like, make sure he doesn't do that, and oh my god, he's so dumb and stuff. Why did he do this? But when he would drink, then it would be you need to make sure he just never does that again and stuff. You're
Aiden's babysitter.
Yeah,
because Aiden has no self-control, none. I just imagine having to deal with that for years, cleaning up his messes. I don't know how you did it so closely for so long.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's that whole thing. It just drained me, and it's took a while to get back to myself, not having he took everything out of me, just dealing with his stuff all the time.
Yep.
But on Bettero, I think it's funny. He's all friendly with Nick Rakita and going on his show and everything. Who literally was with his cocaine issue and everything. They love the whole thing of them bringing that up. That text about Deanna, that had nothing to do with getting an order. Nothing with it was from June of 2024, so over 2 years ago. Bringing up a text message where I admit that because his friend brought cocaine into the house and wouldn't go to sleep, and I tried a tiny little line of it, that they're that's their big thing every day. They're Meredith O'Neill admitted to doing cocaine in court. Because you know what would have been better if I lied and said no, and then I'm caught lying with the text.
Right.
Was I really gonna lie and say that? Right. No. And you know what, it's not a big deal. I don't have a problem with it Nick Rakita does, or other people do who actually go and buy it and are constantly having it.
Right.
I haven't done it since then. I have no plans to. And I even said in the text, I was this is why I stopped doing it from years and years ago, because it's so gross. That's their big thing though, is shoving in my face. But Nick Rakita's their new guy. And Bettero's going on Nick Rakita's show. This guy who literally was arrested, his house raided. He had pounds of cocaine. His kid tested positive for cocaine. So clearly cocaine is not a big deal for you guys. Just it was a big deal of me being charged the wiretapping when it's not a big deal when their leader does it. Wiretaps everybody,
I'm sick of the excuses. Jessica says that Aiden wiretaps people because he can't remember things. Then how come when he wiretapped Karen Reed, he sent me and Deanna a text right after that and was I just got off the phone with Karen Reed and I might have a recording of it. No, you didn't do that because you wanted to go back and listen to it to think about it. You did it because you could.
Yeah. Before we go on to the recording, I just want to let's quickly wrap up a chat about Bradel.
Yes.
So yeah, him at that hearing and bringing that up in my face, I will never respect him again. And I anybody who I will share everything that he's ever said to me in the times that I was in meetings with him with Aiden. I don't give a shit. Fuck him.
You don't have any obligation.
Also, he was hilarious. I cannot tell you how pleased I am with his performance at that hearing with the wiretapping thing. And I'm not going to talk too much to the details of the hearing because I think I'm still waiting to hear. But the fact I haven't heard anything yet, I think is a good sign.
I do too.
But it was great from start to finish. Like, it was just like, Courtney was like, I drove 2 hours to get in. My lawyer was like, you're not a lawyer. You're not, like, you don't have a bar card. Get out. It is a closed hearing. And the clerk magistrate was like, I agree. And then Aiden's like storming around, stomping around like a toddler. He gets Bradle on speakerphone. He comes back into the room. And Bradle's on speaker. He's like, hi, you're on. Can Miss Healy come in there for me in my place? And the clerk magistrate is just like, nope, not happening. Bye.
And then didn't Courtney ask for like discovery as if Aiden was a party to the case?
She walks up to my lawyer and gives him Nick Miller's affidavit, by the way, which is like so stupid. Basically, it says it's a text. He's authenticating a text that I said, I'm saying like, Aiden just had a meltdown on me. I had recorded him and I could say I was around. So there's no text of me admitting to doing anything. It's a text where I say I wish I had recorded him. Like, so that's helpful. That's your big evidence. So she hands him an affidavit and then she's like, ask my lawyer. She's like, do you have anything for me or for us? And he's like, no, like, I'm not giving you anything. We did submit 2 affidavits and a bunch of clips and evidence. So we don't give that. Like, that's not how it works. And if Bradle was there, we would not be giving things to him either. Like,
no,
the only reason he was allowed was to prevent, like, this all started the week before. So it was Friday afternoon at like 2:00. Boozy Bradle sends an email to my lawyer and he's like, I want to reschedule or move this back to later. He's like, I have a last minute murder hearing. Which, by the way, I have since found out based on the docket, and I posted this last week. It's all there. It was scheduled on May 18th. There was nothing last minute about it. So there was no reason, like, but besides the point, like, you're not a prosecutor. You're not going to be participating in this hearing besides making sure. My lawyer was like, and I told my lawyer to respond with this. I told him, like, exactly. I was like, tell him, like, he should only be there if, like, he's going to monitor if his client's testifying and he wants to make sure he doesn't incriminate himself because he has all these felonies. So my lawyer responded to the clerk with that. We didn't hear back. So, and then basically they said they wouldn't push the time back. And Courtney responded, okay, we'll see you at 9:30. And I was like, who is we? Like, so is Tim missing his murder hearing or is she just going? And then, of course, it was just her. Then, so flash forward to the day, she's not allowed in. Bradle goes on the phone, wants to talk to the manager to let her in, says no. And then he's like, well, my lawyer can't get on till 10. Can we push this back? And the clerk's like, nope. And then he's like, turn your phone off, get in, we're starting. And then, like, eventually Bradle gets on the Zoom, like, 10 or 15 minutes in. Like, it's like when I'm wrapping up testifying and he's like, I want to cross-examine now. And the clerk's like, nope, you're not participating in this. Like, you're not a fucking prosecutor, bro.
No.
Like, you're not. Then he's like,
it's
well,
the Commonwealth versus Meredith O'Neill, not Aiden Carney.
Yeah, the Holden police prosecutor was there. And then he was like, well, I'd like to strike anything from the record that she testified to that doesn't have to do with just the wiretapping statute. Like, he reads the wiretapping statute. He's like, the wiretapping statute is if intercepting a legal recording, like, reads it out like the clerk magistrate doesn't already know what it is and hasn't done any research into it. Like, you fucking condescending prick. And then he's like, I want to strike anything of her testimony not relating to that. And he's like, denied. Denied. And just he kept saying denied to anything he wanted. It was great. And then at the end, like, at one point, like, during it too, Aiden kept like interrupting me and my lawyer, and he's like, well, she's like lying, Your Honor. He didn't even call me Your Honor. He just like, and then he tried to say objection at one point, and like the clerk was like, sit down and stop. He was getting mad. He's like, sit down, and then at the end he was like, do you want to say anything else to the police prosecutor? All he did, it's a police officer, and all he did was just read the report, and my lawyer questioned him and was like, reading another police report that Aiden tried to file a week later with, like, the lieutenant who just took over all investigations, where the lieutenant's like, this is a messy breakup and the parties are wasting resources of this. And, like, the lawyer asked the detective, he was like, is this like a pattern with him of like filing all these police reports and trying to get people charged? And the guy was like, yes, like, I'm familiar with that. And then at the end, like, I said everything I was going to say. We presented the evidence. I testified. We played some clips and stuff. And then he's like, do you want to say anything else? The police prosecutor had nothing else to say. But then Aiden was like, can I say something? And he was like, she's lying. And then he started trying to go, she's had restraining orders against her. And I was like, you have had more restraining orders.
She did a line of cocaine once.
He started trying to, like, and then my lawyer just, like, shut him down. And, like, he wanted to submit all this, like, he had a stack of papers of stuff of, like, I could see Twitter things. I could see, like, and he didn't accept any of it. The clerk magistrate did not accept any of it. He's like, this is over. Like, evidence is closed, and then
I feel pretty good that you're going to be fine. But imagine being Tim Bradle and reading a wiretap statute and being so upset about it.
Cross-examine me as like the quote-unquote victim's attorney.
And being Aiden Carney's attorney, the king of fucking wiretapping.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. I mean, and lying to the clerk about a last-minute murder here, and he said it again. Besides the email last week saying it was last minute, he said it on when he zoomed in. He was like, "I'm sorry, I can't be there." Like, or I think it was when he was trying to get Courtney, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I intended to be there, but I had a last-minute murder hearing. I got to be at a murder and stuff." He loves like saying murders. And I was looking around the dockets just because, like, since he started when I was looking for the one he was at, that he was like lying about being last minute. He has 7 other current ongoing murder trials right now, like on top of like between now and like the end of the year when he has his trial. And like Aiden will always bitch like, "Oh, Tim has too many murder trials. He doesn't pay enough attention to me and stuff." And like you just always complain like, "My lawyer's totally checked out." And like when he'd be guilt tripping me to not break up with him and like stay, he'd be like, I need you. Tim has too many murders." And it's like clearly hasn't anything changed. I think he's taken on more murders since then. So like,
I remember Aiden saying that to me too, that he was frustrated that Tim wasn't putting enough effort into his case and that he had to do all this work and that he's paying him all this money and he should be doing it. I think Aiden is getting very nervous.
Well, I mean, like, if he's raising all this money and like paying all these lawyers, but like he still needs to like crowdsource helping like with like intent and everything. Like
right.
I mean, honestly, too, like you need to just do things yourself sometimes, or it won't be done correctly. Like I don't know, I wouldn't have trusted. Like I mean, some of these people, they don't even understand that you can't get a restraining order for like saying mean words when somebody starts saying mean words to you first. Like, do you really think you're trusting these people to go through and figure out like a complicated statute and whether or not like what your words, like things you said would?
And what I noticed when he got arrested, and that you'll remember this because this is, I think, kind of when you kind of like came in, but he had Courtney doing this like project where people were going through his shows and picking out certain things, and I don't remember, but then people would like send an email and be like, on this day he said this, and I think that he meant like they would put their own thoughts into what they thought he meant more than just the words and what the words meant. And I remember Aiden getting so mad at Courtney, like, this isn't what I asked for. He was getting so frustrated with it. But I think that's what's going to happen with this, is that people are going to go over the show and they're going to be like, on this day he said this, blah, 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 blah. But what I think he meant, like, they're going to use their own personal feelings about it.
Yeah.
Because turtle riders are not that smart.
No, they're...
All the smart ones have left.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, most of the big things that they use are things I came up with.
Right.
There's already been a bunch of things I've thought of that it would be super helpful for his case, but considering he made a burner account called State Street Mayor, multiple accounts, I think that ship sailed that I'm going to be handing over any helpful things.
You know, when the first I was thinking about it, the first thing that I decided that I was not going to support Aiden Carney anymore was when Lindsay Gattani came back in the picture. And I remember thinking, like, Aiden called me the night before he went to jail, and I remember the like pain in his voice, the panic. He was crying. He was so scared. He was so upset. And this woman put you in jail, and now all that, and now, you know, you're sleeping with her again, and now she's like a good guy, and then all the turtle riders are like, yay, Lindsay now. Like, that was the point where I was like, no.
But you see, it really is a cult. Like, if people can just, like, because he says so, you have to be nice to the person. It's just like,
right.
After
I
he's
was
like
no.
After he's like fake victim for 2 years, like, she took me away from my kids and put me in jail and everything, and it's like, that's why, like, one of the things, like, there's been a clip where he's like, I know this will hurt you, so I'm gonna say this, that Lindsay is a better person than you. I just burst out laughing. Like, in no world, because I'm not a dumbass, would I ever like think that's remotely close to true, where all I can do is laugh at that. Like, just laugh. That's all I can do. I mean, The stuff before in her life before even he even entered the picture is like just proof enough. Before she even like did her whole thing and like sent him to jail and everything, and like all the stuff she did after, like is like enough of just what a terrible person she is, you know?
Terrible. And he would send me, when he was dating her and going through all the pregnancy stuff, he wiretapped her all the time. He sent me tons of messages when he wiretapped her. The part where she says she's going to go to his driveway.
Oh yeah, no, he sent those all to me too. That's why I made that mashup. Whatever. She's kept her mouth shut about me for about a week, so I haven't said anything about her. Like, that's how it works with people. If you stop talking to me, I stop talking to you. But every time she gets in a mood and she'll start making a long ass post about me, and then it's like, all right, we're just gonna share all of your greatest hits, like the abortion driveway, the time you were on and screamed and made up a story about your son being sent porn. But by the way, like that alone, I should never stop talking about how awful she is, because she's never taken that back. She's never retracted. Like, I should just keep blasting that every single day, but I just have bigger fish to fry. And it's just,
and I remember during that time, you and I weren't really talking, because I remember you saying to me, Jen, if you don't say anything about me, I'm not going to say anything about you. And then it was during that time when she said, Meredith just sent this to my son. I was like, no, she did not. Like, this is sick. And I think it was like that night or the next day, I think I texted you and I was like, okay, I'm done. What do you need? I'm done. Like, she's crazy. She's crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
anybody that supports her and thinks that Lindsay is okay now because Aiden says so, you're in a fucking cult. And I know they make fun of it all the time, but when you have to check with, oh, Aiden will be mad at this, oh, Aiden will be mad at that, you're in a fucking cult.
Well, but like I get it at first, like it was a good sell because he said that she was going to get all of his charges dropped and everything, and she was going to be the key to like getting Cosgrove disqualified and ending all of his case and everything. So that was like a good sell, but like no. And I called this from the start. I was like, no, like she has nothing to do with the other cases. Yes, she got her own charges dropped, as she should, because she lied about them to begin with. Like about, I mean, he did wiretap her, so that was like a slam dunk. Like he could have gotten charged with that. He did wiretap her, and if they actually went through the trouble of trying it and having like a forensic examiner, like they would show, like she did. It was like edited to say I'm recording this or whatever at the beginning.
Absolutely
but like the
did
other
that.
thing, like he did not witness intimidate her. She made herself a witness, and then like whatever. So like she got her own charges dropped. Yay, as they should have been. They never should have been there. But like she's not going to have any impact on like. Do they really think that she's going to be able to testify and help them in some way? There's like it's her word against the others. There's no all her big gotcha texts. Like we've seen them all. It's the like Jen McCabe was going to maybe like we're going to stalk Aiden, but like the text didn't even prove that they followed him. It was like they knew where he was, because
that recording itself, that night that he sent that recording out of Lindsay before he went, I remember him texting me and saying, you can hear me say I'm recording you, right? You can hear me say that, right? And I like thought to myself, like, why would he be asking me that? And then when he went to jail, Courtney had his computer and his phone. Tina and Courtney had that. I never saw it.
I remember that. That was so weird. And I remember that he was mad at Courtney and he wanted me to like take it over from him. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, I'm not doing that. I don't want your computer or your phone. Like, what?
And then they had both versions of that recording. So they all knew that it was altered. Everybody knows that's altered. They had both versions of that. And there wasn't, like, they would have, let's go through Aiden's phone parties, Tina and Courtney. And they'd be like, do you want to come over to Courtney's house to go through Aiden's phone? And I'm like, there's not enough fucking bleach in the world to bleach my eyes after looking at Aiden Carney's phone. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, that whole thing was so weird. I remember too. And that was what kind of like, I think, added to them like being pissy with me and going after me and trying to get like stuff from court on with my ex and stuff, was because
calling your mother.
they would want to like FaceTime at on a Saturday night about like trivial legal shit that like it was not like at all like urgent and stuff. And he would like be like, no, I don't want to talk right now. Like I'm with Meredith or whatever, and they didn't like that. And like,
remember they wanted me to find out your custody schedule? Remember they asked me to find out your custody schedule?
They asked you to see when like I had Allie, because then they would like, oh, is Aiden at Meredith or something? That's fucking weird. But whatever.
whatever.
Like I'm not a fan of Courtney, obviously, but like whatever. Tina, like I had a brief conversation with her. Like whatever. I was obviously pissed about the Mary Neal account, but it's like at this point,
Yeah.
what am I going to tell her? She's awful and I hate her, and then she just goes and makes another one and keeps going. It's like whatever. It's happened. It's water under the bridge. I don't have any issues with her. I think she's I'm fine with her. And like Aiden was like since tried to like turn me and her like against you. He's bringing up stuff from like 2 years ago with us and everything on a show a couple months ago, and it's like I'm not taking the bait.
But I will say it was more Courtney than Tina a lot of the time. I don't know what happened after. I mean, Courtney's the one that called your mother, and Tina did not know.
Oh yeah, fuck Courtney still. Like, and then like yeah, and I brought that up. She was at the restraining order hearing, and
Courtney
like
Healy is a disgusting human being. Disgusting.
She's disgusting. I know, like she like tried to like rebrand after like helping with the Kelsey thing, and then she's out like drinking with Kelsey, and they're spotted. It's like that's.
Where you say that, where you say I.
Somebody asked, do I think the whatever, like I'm not a fan of Courtney, obviously, but like whatever. Tina, like I had a brief conversation with her. Like whatever. I was obviously pissed about the Mary Neal account, but it's like at this point, what am I going to tell her? She's awful and I hate her, and then she just goes and makes another one and keeps going. It's like whatever. It's happened. It's water under the bridge. I don't have any issues with her. I think she's I'm fine with her. And like Aiden was like since tried to like turn me and her like against you. He's bringing up stuff from like 2 years ago with us and everything on a show a couple months ago, and it's like I'm not taking the bait.
But I will say it was more Courtney than Tina a lot of the time. I don't know what happened after. I mean, Courtney's the one that called your mother, and Tina did not know.
Oh yeah, fuck Courtney still. Like, and then like yeah, and I brought that up. She was at the restraining order hearing, and
Courtney Healy is a disgusting human being. Disgusting.
She's disgusting. I know, like she like tried to like rebrand after like helping with the Kelsey thing, and then she's out like drinking with Kelsey, and they're spotted. It's like that's.
You got to be stupid to do that. You really have to be stupid. Like your client just got out of jail, just had her charge, just was found innocent. It has a lot to do with alcohol. And your first picture you post is of her with a big glass of red wine.
I was just gonna say that, like, it's not like, okay, she doesn't deserve to go and like, but
Absolutely.
the charge has to do with alcohol, and like you're trying to get back custody of your son. It's like, that's just like,
Don't
and then you
post
post
a
the picture. Like, it's like, I'm sorry, like Karen wasn't posting pictures of her out boozing like selfies in the middle of the trial. Like she wasn't posting anything. Like I know pictures had been leaked with people taking pictures of her, but like she's not stupid like that. Like it's just, I don't know.
And didn't they say that? I don't remember if I haven't seen anything, but did Kelsey recently have a another issue?
I saw the court documents say, yeah, like the Justin filed. I think I saw that briefly. I don't know. I don't really like follow this case.
Yeah, I don't
like
either.
my only recent comment about that was like, I think it was like when Law Girls was talking about like not like that dramatic ass post that she did about not going and covering the probates. And it's like, good. Can we like normalize not fucking like publicizing and having YouTube shows with like family probate cases? Like it's fucking weird. Like this should not be like, do you really want it's already on court records. Like, do you really want her son to someday then get to see this on YouTube too? Like a family probate case? Like what? Why was that even a thought that they would go and stream that? Like,
right.
I mean, especially when like the allegations by the other party aren't good either. Like they're both saying like, Justin clearly has his issues too. They both have issues, but like the ones that are being said against her are not good. Like
no.
If you read them, it's not good. Like I don't think she should have like gone to jail, and I don't think she should have like lost total custody of her son.
I agree.
But clearly she has issues too with alcohol and with mental health, and I'm not faulting for that. She does not deserve to not see her son. That is like that's horrible. She needs to be reunited with her son. That's not good for the child either. But like but she has issues too, and that's another thing. Just the hypocrisy of these people who are calling me 5150 daily while they're literally reporting on somebody who was sectioned at least 3 times that we know of, that was like in the court documents or in testimony with her case. Like it's just the lack of self-awareness with these people. I can't.
There is none. It's just amazing to me what this has just all turned into.
Honestly, I'm like, so seeing it now from the outside, I'm so mortified I was ever a part of any of this.
Same.
It's just like especially when you see like the people like, and I was yelling on his face with Sparkly yesterday. It's like when you see these grown adults yelling at each other, it's like, no, that did not get as ghetto as like some of this. Like when Valerie and other people start fighting, it's really, really ghetto. It did not get like that, I feel like. But
I had just woken up and I got on X and I saw that you were on his face, and then I realized Sparkly was on too, and I like kind of sat up in bed and like got all ready.
I had no plans to go on that. I forget what I was doing. I was like making like a protein shake. I was like cutting up fruit and stuff. It was just like Allie was with her dad for Father's Day. I was gonna go for a run and stuff, and then I just put it on as I was like getting myself ready for the day, brushing my teeth. And then Shane kept being like, Meredith, please come on, like, and sent me a request, and I was like, fine, fuck it. And then like I went on, and then he was like started trying to talk to me about like Aiden and other stuff, and then it just went from there. The best is when other people got on though and started asking her about it.
Lydia was the best, and then Kate got on, and oh my gosh, that was just the best. And what I love about like Lydia and BS and Earl is that they're always so calm, and they don't yell, and they make their points in such a not sarcastic, but like backhanded way that you just can't not laugh. You can't, and the person that they're talking to doesn't realize that everybody else is laughing at them. I love it. And I can't wait till we do our dramatic reading after this case is over on Wednesday.
I know. Well, we can get the audio after too, but like, I definitely want to do a dramatic reading too of our speeches and our cross examinations.
And Leah said she'd be Sparkly because she's the Sparkly. She's the star. She's got the wig and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
anything
What were
else
we
you want
talking
to
about
talk
before
about?
this? I think we were about to talk about the recording a little bit, and
Yeah.
I think you talked a lot about it already. But I mean, by the way, one thing that has not been said is like both these people who lied about the hearing recording for him were like, well, like he told me he was going to go to jail and be away from his kids if I didn't lie about it. But like by that point that they were being accused. So by the way, like very early on, there was a phone call between lawyers. I'm not going to give details, but you know what? He told me all the details too. And they're consistent with what I've heard from the other person's accounting of what was said too. So I will say it because he's the one who spilled that, is that basically it was like Aiden needs to shut the fuck up and stop talking about Karen and there won't be any legal things. And that's since changed, obviously, because he didn't shut the fuck up and stop talking. But basically, like he had some assurance like early on that like he wasn't gonna go to jail, wasn't gonna be that like but he needed to stop talking about her and like stop bad mouthing her or whatever. And obviously he didn't follow that, but there was like no immediate threat to go to jail, and there was like he was not gonna go to jail. So that was just bullshit. Just trying to like pressure people. And he also didn't want me to find out he had Mark tell them that I recorded them both over his shoulder, even though I was nowhere
Weren't
near.
even with him then.
No, nowhere. We weren't talking then. We didn't start talking until a few days later, coincidentally, which just makes me wonder too, like why we started talking again then. Like why? So yeah, this is a good question. All of his stupid valid lie journey, saying how like what a scary, awful, manipulative person I was. He was so happy when we broke up. Then why, if I was so scary and you were afraid of me, why would you then go and reach out to me to confide in me and tell me you committed a felony? Not only told me you committed a felony, but also who you played the recording for. If you told me you played it for Will, for Kim, for Jess, for other people, Megan, for Jeff is the compelling pictures guy. There's even more. Like the list is like 10 now people who he's played with. But if he was like, so if I'm so scary and untrustworthy and awful, why would you then tell me you committed a felony and then tell me who you played it for if I was
I
so
think
like
he was
scary and
planning
awful?
all along because he hated the fact that you broke up with him, that you ended the relationship, that you were dating and somebody had told him they saw you out to dinner and in the seaport with another guy. And I just think he couldn't handle that because he would ask me, like when I still talk to you and like when you guys broke up during the summer and I knew you guys were broken up, but nobody else did. And he would ask me, is Meredith dating anybody?
Yeah, you're not the only person who's since told me that he was asking that, and for sure, because I didn't talk to him at all. Like this whole narrative that like I was so sad about us being broke up, and I my life was so sad without him. I didn't say a word to him, Jen, and I was talking to you then, and I was fine, and I was going out, I was enjoying my summer, like. I mean, yeah, was I like a little sad at first, but more not sad. I felt free. It's weird. I felt like free. It's like obviously it's sad when you break up with somebody, but it was like, wow, this is like better. I'm not like constantly doing this, and slowly and surely I was like building my life, and everything was fine up until September, and then came like back into it, where it's like a daily occurrence of me talking to him again, and then. It's like, I don't know if he wanted this recording drama to keep coming because it was like a way for us to have to keep talking. Because then it's like, it started turning into him wanting me to help him with other stuff again and like his legal case and talking about his documentary and how worried he was that Jeff was going to go and do the documentary with Karen and cut him out of it and stuff. And like, it's like, oh, help me find like an entertainment lawyer and stuff. And I was like, enough. Like, we need not be talking daily. Like, enough. Like,
and there are texts where you say that, where you say, I do not want to get back into talking to you daily and being the person that you come to.
I literally say that many, many times. And of course he didn't share any of those and everything, but just when are we going to like, again, think about this. If I was like really the scorned ex that wanted him back and just, why would I wait until like November to even say, well, September was like, I guess when the recording stuff started happening, but like, I really didn't speak out and say anything and do anything until like I was absolutely pushed in November with the Chelsea shit. Like, why wouldn't I have done any of this stuff? Like, or like shared like phone extractions or whatever they're accusing me of doing. Why wouldn't any of this stuff started happening like right after we broke up? Why not July, August, or September?
Well, why wouldn't it have been the week of the Wilbur where you guys saw each other? You know, why wouldn't it have been that week? Wouldn't that have brought up more feelings and angers and emotions and stuff like that? Why would it be when Chelsea decided to drop those videos of March 4th?
Yeah, and then I had no choice but to like share the rest of it. the people out there saying that I was like going to lie and send him to jail, like when that's not true. He's the only one that called the cops that night because he lost his shoe. I never went to the police. I never reported it. I never even told you any about it. Like,
No.
and the only reason I texted Deanna that night, that's their big gotcha, was because he texted her first and said, "Are you up?" And he was sitting next to me. And he's like, "I'm gonna tell Deanna like you're doing this to me, and like you're like."
I saw you the next day, and I remember you saying to me, like, you were so hungover, and you said to me something. You were very upset, and you said something about like you wish you hadn't said something, but you never went into like detail. I never asked anything like that. And then Aiden made it seem like when he told me later that you told him that if he left, you were going to call the cops and say that he hit you.
No, and you've seen the video that's of
yeah,
where
no,
I'm asking him to leave. I'm asking him to leave, and it's like it's the part where I say that he's like, but didn't you just say? He's like, didn't you just say you were gonna call cops? And I'm like drunk, and I'm like, okay, yeah.
And he could have left. I don't care if you have one shoe. He probably had other shoes there. I would imagine.
He had other pairs of sneakers because he would stay at my house for multiple times. He left so much shit here, like that I had to since give back. He had plenty of stuff to wear, and like. Part of the main reason I said that, I still say to this day, my story has never changed. I said he hit me on the video because I wanted him to stop fucking filming me. Like, I never thought, oh, why would he ever want to share a video where I'm saying that? He wouldn't want that out there where somebody's accusing him of hitting him. Like, I didn't even think in my mind he'd somehow, obviously I was shit-faced too, but I didn't think he would go and like twist this for, he'd been planning to like use this video as like some kind of baby bitch victim for.
And 7 months later.
Yeah, he was like, I needed to like clear my name. Like, why would you need to post those like 7 months later? There was no threat of me going to the police. There was nothing like that. There's no need to do that other than to start a war with me.
There was no reason for Chelsea. And when he says that Chelsea did it on her own, bullshit.
I showed you. So like, remember when I went in my like spam folder, I found out she had messaged me back on November 4th at like 4 a.m, by the way. And she was like, Aiden and I have the March 4th recordings. We're going to release them if you don't stop calling me. And I was like, bitch, calling you? When have I ever called you? Like, and she still to this day has not shown any proof. But she tells this sob story. She's like, Meredith made me like lose my job because of her harassment. Like, what? What?
But nobody else ever heard about that. Like, Aiden never mentioned that to anybody else.
I think I told you as that was happening, she was that Mare's Diary account. She absolutely was. And she's admitted that she followed all. She claimed she's not on Twitter, but she was on her old account, the one that she messaged me with on here after I blocked her on Facebook. Again, this is the history with this girl. She tried to message me on 3 different accounts, and I kept blocking her. So on her third Twitter account, she messaged me on. She's following the Mare's Diary account. It's a new account that nobody should know about. I certainly didn't tell anybody except you, Lauren, and Deanna, because I didn't want anyone even knowing Aiden and I broke up. But this account that has like no followers, she on her own account is following every single person it's following in real time. And she's admitted to doing this too. And she said it was because she wanted to see what they were saying about her, but nobody said anything about her then.
Right. Yeah.
She's absolutely insane.
She's insane. She is the reason this started. She is everything.
Well, to be fair, I think he probably would have used somebody else eventually to get out. And he was having Jessica post stuff and having Jessica talk shit on her show, giving Joe Flipperhead text to share. And I ignored all of that for as long as I possibly could.
Yeah. And I never saw any of those. Like, he never sent those to me at all. I never saw any of those. So maybe he knew that I wouldn't do that. But the crying video, or the ones that Chelsea posted, was the first time I saw it too. And then you posted that crying video, and I called you, and I was like, I don't like that, but now I love it. But
well, because you know him, you know he's not like, he was not having a panic attack. Like, I've seen him actually have one. He was throwing a baby bitch toddler tantrum. And I was literally telling him, like, can you please not be loud? Can you please not wake my neighbors up? Like, can you just stop? Like,
I'll never forget the judge when you said that in court, when you said he was having a toddler tantrum, and the judge was like, wait, a what? A toddler tantrum? And then smirked because he knew you were right.
Yeah.
I don't
Honestly, that is as much as a disaster that restraining order hearing was, just because my lawyer, like, and no fault to him, like, he's new to all this, like, he doesn't follow any of this shit, and like, Bradel he's had for like 2 years, like, that should have been like the huge advantage, and it was. But I feel like the shining moment that was like Bradel cross examining me, despite like his like little slimy move with the cocaine text. It was like I was, and then he backed off when I was like, oh yeah, when you were like coaching my testimony that time we met.
Yep.
And then he asked something with the phone extraction and me looking at it. And I was like, yeah, he wanted me to look for stuff to intimidate witnesses.
Jeez. It's just crazy. When will the drama stop? When's it gonna stop?
I don't know. And like, I know people, like, he likes to say, oh, like, it was like a fake restraining order and stuff. But like, you and I were talking at the time, and like how like upset I was because it had been a month and I hadn't gotten like any interviews anywhere. Like, I was like, and it was when Purple Kool-Aid's doing the show, and he's like, Meredith O'Neill, CPA, and he's like, I'm going to do this till like, he's literally saying like, I want this bitch to have to sell her body for money and stuff. And then Aiden's like promoting it on his show, and it's like, he's directing all of this. He is like, he does it behind the scenes, even when he doesn't say stuff himself. I was like, enough is like, this is never gonna stop unless like I'm never gonna get my life back unless
you do what you need to do. And he said that to me. He said it to me. She deserves to lose her job.
Yeah, I mean, he went on the account and like was contacting my work, making those burners on me. So like, yeah, I took.
And then he still lies. He still lies and says he didn't do it. He still lies and says.
But his own well, he told you he did. I think his own expert report. I don't think he's done it on his show, but like, I mean, why do you think I should just release that expert report once and for all? I mean, it's probably like, remember all that talk about the expert report, and he never, like, why was I the one to bring it up at the hearing that we should enter it? Because it proved he was State Street Mayor, his own stupid expert report. He submitted like data from it, and it's like clear. It's like the client's account info, and then it's like the client's account was clearly taken over by someone in Australia after the state. And it says like,
he was so upset about that.
And it confirmed all of those like 38 IP addresses that he said that I was in his account. Remember his whole like show, like to catch a hacker or whatever, was like,
yes, and that was all.
He was showing that 38 IP address, and he was like, it's Boston, it's her, she's in my account, and his own extra report is like, no, the 38 ones are his home IP address in Worcester.
And how come none of his turtle riders? How come none of his turtle riders have asked for that report? He's promised it to them that it would prove that you did what he stated you did. He said it will prove it, and how come none of them are like, you said you were going to prove it? Where is it?
Yeah, no, the only reason I was kind of like waiting, I was like, I'm just going to wait till this wiretapping thing was done with him, just so he can't like, but like now it's like, whatever, the hearing happened, I should just release it, because it's like, it really just shows he and Bettero, like Bettero made his client waste $10,000 on a report that showed that he was the State Street Mayor account. And you know what it also shows? Like, I was not in that Facebook account past the time when the Karen Reed call happened, so I couldn't have been the one to access it.
You should release it.
The last date it showed I was in it, and I was in it because I was trying to log myself out of it when he was like asking about it, and I asked him to take me off of it, and was like August 28th was the day before the call even happened. That's the last day it even shows
that you were in it.
That I was in it. And when it says in it too, like, you know how like if you're on the Facebook app and you can like, if you have two separate accounts, like but you're logged into one. I have one. Like, you can log in between them, but like, if it's on your phone still, it shows was like logged into it. But even if you're not going into that account, like, that's what I think it was when it showed that. And I can't like log myself out, because then I'd be logged in. Like, you can log out devices, but he would have to go in and log himself, like log me out. And I had asked him over and over to do it, but I'm still getting emails to my backup email address that I used to make that account about it. I'm like, you clearly didn't take me off, boomer, because I'm still getting emails and stuff. But even that, it shuts off. August 28th is the last date in this report. I'm looking at it now that it even shows it in there. So like, Yeah, no, we should just release the report.
I think
I
you
just want to make sure.
should. I think
I
you
just want to make
should.
sure it has like all his IP addresses and stuff. I just want to make sure I'm not going to get in trouble. It says confidential on it, like confidential to client, but like whatever. It's discovery in my case with him. Like I
Right.
think I can just leak it because it literally just shows he's an asshat and wasted $10,000 on this report.
And nobody has ever asked. That's what another cult thing. Everybody keeps saying Meredith did this, and he's saying he's going to prove that she did, and he's never proven it.
Most of them know not to. I think not to ask about it anymore because he stopped talking about it. But like that Latina one is still like, wait till you see the export. It's going to show that Obach and Larry and Meredith, all of their IP addresses, they're all like word on this. She's like the word is they're all really scared because their IP addresses are on. Like I can tell you, they're absolutely not. So. It shows like Australia. It does show Australia taking over state supermatter, and that's about it. Which it's hardly breaking news. He didn't have to pay $10,000 to find that out.
Yeah, he kind of told everybody he did it. Right?
Well, I mean, we told people that Chris. Yeah, Chris did exactly.
Yeah, Chris said that. So it's so dumb. But people are just going to continue to do this, and the fact that Kim Whelan is still getting on and calling him her friend. That's not your friend. He's not your friend. He's not a friend to anybody. I knew him for 5 years and he never knew I was a veteran, Jessica, and you're upset that he didn't know your kids' names? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, just the surprise that like I never thought he would do it to me, and like he would already said he was going to do it to me, and I just didn't think I'd be the one to do it. It's like, oh my God.
Right. And she can't, the words cannot come out of her mouth again that Altman was right. You know, I was right about Jimmy. I was right about Aiden.
Yeah, and then she's like, well, like, it's really hard to see all these posts, just everybody constantly going at me. It's just too much for my mental health. And it's like, how do you think, like, I felt? I mean,
I wrote that on my piece of paper here. I wrote down, I'll read it. It's too much. It's too much. And I remember I was in my bedroom this morning getting ready, and I'm like, it's too much. What the fuck do you think Meredith has been going through?
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much, Jessica. But she'll never come back and be like, okay, now I see what happened to Meredith. And if anything, it was worse for you than it ever would be for her. Yeah, I mean, she's such a hypocritical cunt. I can't fucking stand her.
It's whatever. I mean, it made me just toughen up. I mean, when you see the people that are behind these accounts too, that's like part of the fun of it is when you find out who they are, they're just like the most decrepit looking losers. And like it's like there's like it's like a set of requirements. I think it's now like I think at this point I've seen so many, it's like definitely enough for at least a hypothesis, but honestly maybe like even actually like a white paper on this with like the data, like the bunny filter, bankruptcies, at least 10 small claims, and then like either like being like meth skinny or like just like Jessica obesity level. Like there's just like a certain look to all of them behind these accounts that are still like simping so hard for him and like like going so hard after me.
There's no college educations behind those accounts for sure.
No, never.
All right, I got to jump off because I'm about to be at the place where I am going. Are you going to stay on? Maybe you invite somebody else.
Unless anybody wants to get on, I don't know. I've got like I have a meeting in an hour, so I do have a little more time. But probably see if anybody wants to come up. Then I'm probably going to hop off too. Last call for anybody to request speakers. I don't see anybody requesting now, so.
All right. Well, I will. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
All right. I'll see you then. Yeah, we'll talk later.
Okay. And I'll talk to you later, anyways.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
All right. Let me see if anybody wants to come on. If not, I'm going to wrap this up because it's been a good week to be slow with work, to be honest. I think now through after the 4th, it'll be pretty slow, which is nice. So I have to deal with like the Sparkly hearing Wednesday. It's like, when is this going to be done with this shit? All right. Does anybody want to come on? Let me see some comments. Somebody asked, do I think the documentary will happen? I mean, I think Jeff Compelling Pictures has already invested some money into it. I don't know how much it costs to have a film crew come out a few times. 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 Come out a few times. Out a few times. A few times. So I don't know if it's like abandoned ship, but the fact that there's already been Carrie documentaries ever. I mean, Netflix has their own. There was the one on HBO. I just don't like who's going to buy it at this point. And I've heard that nobody wants to buy it. So, I mean, you have to have a buyer up. Lydia wants to speak. Let me accept it. Hi, Lydia. Hello.
Hey, sorry, there's always a little delay.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to, I can't wait for the dramatic reading. I'm so glad Leah said yes. But I assume there's no stream from this court.
I don't think so. I don't know. I'll see. I'll look into it if there's a Zoom or not. That would be awesome. If somebody, I'll definitely see if Mike Crawford will stream it. If they do Zooms up there, I think that would be awesome.
Yes, that is what I wanted to ask. So.
And like I say awesome, it's like that's not, I don't like saying that necessarily about like a restraining order hearings. This is supposed to be like a serious thing. Like this is it's not the venue for an online internet dispute, but I mean it's gonna be fun because I mean, just because of the horrible things that this woman has done to us, like it's our turn, I guess, to flip the scripts, and it's on for now. I mean, we're not going to not show up and not deal with it. So just making the best of it at this point, you know?
Right. Yeah. It's just crazy to make you drive to another state.
I know. Oh, there's like a comment where she's like relishing in us having to drive up there and like take time out of our day. And she's like, well, we'll make them pay. We'll make them learn. And there's others. She's like, well, they can pay a lawyer and have to deal with it. Like, so it's okay. So you're using lawfare then to get back at us because you don't like what we're saying.
Yeah, that's insanity. That is insanity. Well, she learned from the master though, right?
Yeah. I mean, apparently he was like cheering it on last night too.
Oh no. Oh. Well, sorry you have to deal with that, but go get those court costs back.
I know. It's just like I'm not paid like hourly or salary, but I have to take like basically a vacation day to deal with this.
I know, during already like the lead up to the holiday week. That sucks.
Yep.
That sucks. Well, I hope you get to do a multimedia presentation. I would think you would have to be allowed to because that's where it all took place. It all took place digitally, so I can't imagine them not allowing that, but
oh yeah, no, I called the court already and just explained that I will need to play video, and they said depending on the room there may or may not be something to hook it up, so just bring a laptop, and they were also like keep in mind there may not be Wi-Fi, so thumb drive, and I was like, yep, got it all prepared, that's good. I just want to make sure I wasn't going to show up there and be told no phones, no computers or anything, but no, they're all good, they're all ready. It's just, I mean, I don't like to say I like doing this, but I kind of like this. Like I kind of wish I went to law school sometimes as I'm doing this. Like it's fun almost writing like cross-examination questions and everything, but then it's like I'm doing this and taking my time out of something. Like I'm not getting paid for this, so this is not like, this kind of sucks. This kind of, I do like doing legal stuff, but
yeah, no, it sucks. It does. And the end game is just so weird.
Yeah, like what she wants us to just delete posts. Like, so first of all, too, and I think we almost talked about this yesterday, like the demand itself was like almost borderline extortion about threatening to drop the thing and stuff, but it's like listen, you posted about us too, so there's posts about us up there, and then on like 30 different shows, you're bad-mouthing us, so you expect like 30 different shows to get deleted? Like, we're not asking that of you, so like for you to ask that of us. And honestly, like, I probably think if she had just stopped talking about me and Jen for a period of time, I would have been happy to just delete the article, but like not with, I'm not going to do it now with like, because it's like admitting I've done something wrong. Nothing in that article that's what we were talking about the dramatic reading. I was like, I was saying that because I already started writing my questions and I already started our speeches last week when she was talking about like topic. I was like, concepts.
I can't even find it. It's weird because it sounds good on the computer. I just came down to listen to this, but it's been glitching on my phone. I thought it was just my phone, maybe, but it's definitely not. There's something wrong with this. Oh, hold on. I got my phone on. So I'm gonna refresh this and just rewind it a little bit. Hold on one second. Hold on. Where were we? We're at 132, right? All right. Hopefully this will sound better. God damn. I don't know what's wrong with it because it sounds perfect on the computer. Coming through perfect on the phone, on the replay. It's just scrambled. What the hell is going on? You know what I'm going to do? Hold on one second. I'll be right. So weird. Um, You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to shut everything down and try to restart and see if that works. Let's see if we can do that. Hopefully we don't lose the stream. Let's try it. Back. Might be able to try it on the computer too, maybe. Maybe that's what I need to do. It was working perfectly. What the hell happened?
Ask. So.
And like I say awesome, it's like that's not I don't like saying that necessarily about like a restraining order hearing. This is supposed to be like a serious thing. Like this is it's not the venue for an online internet dispute, but I mean
Right.
it's gonna be fun because I mean just because of the horrible things that this woman has done to us, like it's our turn, I guess, to flip the scripts, and it's on for now. I mean, we're not going to not show up and not deal with it. So just making the best of it at this point, you know?
Right. Yeah. It's just crazy to make you drive to another state.
I know. Oh, there's like a comment where she's like relishing in us having to drive up there and like take time out of our day. And she's like, well, we'll make them pay. We'll make them learn. And there's others. She's like, well, they can pay a lawyer and have to deal with it. Like, so it's okay. So you're using lawfare then to get back at us because you don't like what we're saying.
Yeah, that's insanity. That is insanity. Well, she learned from the master though, right?
Yeah. I mean, apparently he was like cheering it on last night too.
Oh no. Ugh. Well, sorry you have to deal with that, but go get those court costs back.
I know. It's just like it's like I'm not paid like hourly or salary, but I have to take like basically a vacation day to deal with this.
I know, during already like the lead up to the holiday week. That sucks.
Yep.
That sucks. Well, I hope you get to do a multimedia presentation. I would think you would have to be allowed to because that's where it all took place. It all took place digitally, so I can't imagine them not allowing that, but
Oh yeah, no, I called the court already and just explained that I will need to play video, and they said depending on the room, there may or may not be something to hook it up. So just bring a laptop, and they were also like, keep in mind there may not be Wi-Fi, so thumb drive. And I was like, yep, got it all prepared. That's good. I just want to make sure I wasn't going to show up there and be told no, like no phones, no computers or anything. But nope, they're all good and all ready. It's just, I mean. I don't like I don't like to say I like doing this, but I kind of like this. Like I kind of wish I went to law school sometimes as I'm doing this. Like it's fun almost writing like cross examination questions and everything. But then it's like I'm doing this and taking my time out of something. Like I'm not getting paid for this, so this is not like this kind of sucks. Is kind of I do like doing legal stuff, but
yeah, no, it sucks. It does, and the end game is just so weird.
Yeah, like what she wants us to just delete posts. Like, so first of all, too, and I think we almost talked about this yesterday, like the demand itself was like almost borderline extortion about threatening to drop the thing and stuff. But it's like like, listen, you posted about us too, so there's posts about us up there, and then on like 30 different shows, you're bad mouthing us. So you expect like 30 different shows to get deleted? Like, we're not asking that of you. So like for you to ask that of us. And honestly, like I probably if she had just stopped talking about me and Jen for a period of time, I probably would have been happy to just delete the article, but like not with, I'm not going to do it now with like, because it's like admitting I've done something wrong. Nothing in that article is like harassment or grounds for a restraining order. So I'm not deleting it while like this court thing is done. But like, honestly, if she had ended up just stopped like realizing this is stupid and stopped, and like then there was a period of time where she just stopped talking about me and Jen. And even if that's happened, is she gets the orders denied and she just stops talking about me and Jen for a period of time. If she were to ask me to take it down, like I probably would. Like, I'm not unreasonable. Like I didn't like things being up about me that come up in Google, and like, so if she stopped, I would be happy to. I'm not unreasonable. I'm not like cruel. Like, but as long as this is going on, no, like I'm not taking anything down right now.
I wonder if it'll, it's still possible, I think, that it doesn't happen, but.
So that's what we were talking about the dramatic reading. I was like, I was saying that because I had already started writing my questions and I already started our speeches last week when she was talking about like dropping it. And I was like, I'm kind of sad. I was like, if it's dropped, then we still need to do like a dramatic reading of it, like and cross-examine like somebody to play. Like, because like, why not? I mean, I put all this work. I put all this work into it, so.
Yeah. It's craziness. Love and light. That's all it is.
Love and light.
I mean,
Nina's here.
What's crazy is everything, it's now going to be, part of the record. All these things that, she said, which are just crazy things for, a grandma to say. And now it's all going to be in a court document. Like,
yeah, because I mean, it is definitely every hearing in every court is recorded. This one is going to be recorded, so even if it's not Zoom streamed that day, we're going to request the audio of it after, and then it will be streamed. You know what I mean? It's not going to be impounded. There's no like, it's not like a severe domestic. Even in those cases, they don't like. Remember, we tried to get ours like impounded and private, and they denied it. They're not going to allow hers to be like private. Like. It's going to be out there. It's going to be on the record. All the things about the balls and her calling people like nasty loose snatch wrinkles and stuff. Like all of that's going to be out there now for the world to see. I mean,
yeah, that's insane.
I assume now her family's probably following like her YouTube and other people. I'm sure they're probably like tuning into it now that it's been brought to their attention. But
yeah, I mean, I would just be mortified if that was my grandmother.
Yeah, or if that was my mother, like I would, like I said earlier, like I would, if I found out my mom was like calling people's works and then acting like crazy online, I would want somebody to tell me before they sued her, and like because I'd probably be helping with it. You know what I mean? I would want somebody the benefit of contacting them and trying to get them to stop.
Yeah, that's sheer craziness. I don't get it. So that's why I kind of think maybe, I don't know, maybe she'll get cold feet.
Yeah, I mean, but like, unless the daughter is going to go there and testify and say how scary and awful it was, I don't even see how much of that is like admitted beyond the fact just that she messaged her. She can't say that her daughter-in-law was scared with like she can't talk about like it's hearsay. So hopefully she's coming to testify or she's written some kind of affidavit. I don't know. But
hey guys, how are you?
Hi, Nina.
Nice to listen to you. It was very interesting. Will you go with a lawyer, Meredith, or will you represent yourself?
Oh no, we're not paying lawyers for this. Like this.
Okay.
Like yeah, no. I mean, honestly, I was almost thinking about doing my own restraining order hearing myself because like I know just so much more than a lawyer does. But like honestly, it was like stressful, and knew I was gonna get emotional with it, and like I wouldn't be able to like have things organized, and I was gonna like cross-examine him. Ew, like I didn't
Right.
even like
Right.
this whole like thing that I was like looking the other direction to be respectful of or disrespectful to like Bradel. No, like I actually looked down when my own lawyer was questioning because where he had to stand was right behind where Aiden was sitting, and I would have to look like
Okay.
basically right at Aiden, like
Oh.
right at him and at his face, and I saw him out of the corner of my eye, up looking, trying to make eye contact with me, and I did not want to look at him at all. Like
But that's actually crazy if you're trying to seek for a restraining order and the abuser sits right in
I
front
know
of
this.
you.
I
That's so
know they got
intimidating.
it was just the way it was set up, unfortunately, where my lawyer had to stand, where like his lawyer had to stand. So I was like that for both when both lawyers were talking to me because I didn't want to look straight at him. Like I wish we had gotten that table first so that it would be like
Yeah.
opposite. You know, I would just be looking at a blank table, not him. But yeah. So anyways, like, but this one, it's like no, hell yes, I'm going pro se. Like this is.
Okay. That's cool.
All of like my dream questions that I had drafted out for my lawyer for like our hearing that like he just ignored and went like free, just like went like rogue. I like am getting to put it finally use like here and just like this is like I was born for this.
Yeah.
You're so organized.
You also have a binder, right?
Yeah, I was joking. I actually didn't put it into a binder yet, but I will. But now she's like, she was on a space and she was like, I had my fucking binder or something. I forget who made like a meme of it. It was so funny.
You need to bring a giant, brightly colored binder that says "Burn Book" on it.
I know. Jason's coming to be like our paralegals to like play the videos for us and stuff. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, it's
Crazy.
it'll be
Crazy.
something.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it will be recorded like audio. That's
it
for
will. So
sure.
it's just I don't know if it'll be. I don't know if they have a Zoom that they can listen to then. But I know all court hearings in New Hampshire are recorded, and you can go and request the audio after, just like you can in Massachusetts. So we'll be able to get it after the fact at least.
Oh my God. I almost feel bad for her. I'm sorry. That's, yeah.
I mean, like I said, like if she did end up dropping it and just like stopped talking about me and Jen for a period of time, if like just don't start no shit, there won't be no shit. Like if she just stopped, then I would have like I would definitely consider like if there's a few weeks where she just stops talking about us, I would happily delete the Substack. But like I've not seen that. Even when she's applied for this order, she won't stop talking about us and bashing us. So it's like no, like I'm not deleting anything. I've done nothing wrong. Anything I've ever posted.
I don't even get what she's worried about the most with you. What's her biggest issue with you? Because you just replied to things, right?
I know. I don't know. She couldn't even say. She started saying nonsense about because I made a tweet about Kazi masturbating yesterday. I tried to like ask her. I was like, so what? She was like, you contacted my family. I was like, no, I didn't. Like, and she's shown no proof of that. Like, no proof. I've never contacted her family. I don't. And then she started saying, well, like they know where I live and you're posting their addresses online. Like, I've never done anything of the sort. I don't know where your family lives. I don't care. Like, you put your own address out there with your Amazon wish list. Like, I think I know what town you live in because you've said it on your show, but I don't know like your address. I don't want to. I don't know where your family lives. I don't care. I don't care about you. I only commented after you were talking to me for 3 or 4 weeks saying I deserve to lose my job. I quote tweeted it yesterday. The very first time I ever said anything remotely negative about this woman was when, like, again, for like the 5th time, somebody tagged me. They were like, look what Sparkly's doing, Meredith. Look what you. And I said something like very respectful. I was like, yeah, like, it was disappointing to hear her say, like, I ruined my life and I deserve to lose my job. And I said something like, my life is far from ruined. I started a new job and it's actually like a raise or something like that. It was very respectful. And that's the first time I even said a word about her after she had been bashing me. And now it's even longer. Now that I've gone back on all of her streams for purposes of this hearing, she was talking about me, like talking crap about me for like almost a full month before I said a word. Every single show. And it was
she started mid-March when she started to talk to Turtle Boy, and I think she's completely brainwashed by him. Like when she started to talk to him, everything changes. Everything changed, and it was literally she wanted to make this fundraiser for you, and then 2 or 3 days later, or a couple of days later, she hated you. And then it was then when she started to talk to Turtle Boy and preparing for that interview with him.
Yeah, and I don't care. That's fine. She wants to go and be on his side, and you're like, I don't give a shit. And I think that's something he said last night that I like disagree with. It, the saying like, I want to ruin her life because she wants to be on his side or whatever. Like, I don't give a shit. And honestly, now I'm happy she's not on my side. Like, I don't want people on my side supporting me. I didn't realize how. I mean, I always thought she was just annoying. She over and over asking me to go on her space or share her space over and over. I thought she was annoying. It's like, good riddance. There's no love lost. I don't give a shit. Like, we weren't friends or anything. Go ahead, do what you want. The only time I even started responding to you was when you start calling like Jen's job and doing all this shit. And like, yeah, like I'm not trying to destroy you. I'm gonna make fun of you back though. Like, I'm allowed to. You started going after me first. Like, I'm not trying to destroy you. Like, go ahead. Be on his side. I don't care. I don't want you back on my side. If anything, it's embarrassing for having people like you support me. It's like a bad look. So like, I don't give a shit. That's not why we're here. We're here because like she's the one who escalated things first, calling Jen. Even Val like called her out on that. Like, she was the one who called her work first before Jen. Like, Val was even like poking her. She's like, so what are you gonna say though when like you say she called your daughter, which by the way, Jen never called her, and she was saying that people called them. She's like, what are you gonna say when she says that you called her job first, Sparkly? And she's like, well, I don't care, these assholes. Like, she was like really drunk on that, but like,
I can't wait for the dramatic reading as well.
Like, even people on her side are like hinting at it. It's like, yeah, but you did this first. Like, this isn't gonna like be good.
Yeah, I mean, many people tried to tell. I think I was the first who tried to tell her, this is not going in like in a good way. But yeah, I was the first one who tried to tell her, and yeah, it was the same end. It was fuck you, Nina. You're a drama stirrer. You're just all fuck you, fuck off, whatever. And I was like, okay, I don't care. It's okay. Go for it. But it's ridiculous. It's really like, yeah. I can't believe that she really is dragging you to court. That's ridiculous. And I had text messages from her when she was talking about you and Aiden when you had the TRO thing, and she was like, "Oh, Meredith should never use the court system for nothing, and she just should move on, and that's ridiculous to have the taxpayers pay for their things." And I was like, "Yeah, but I mean, it's actually what you're doing now, right? It's the same.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same, but it's ridiculous what she's doing."
Like, she keeps making these statements too. She's like, I need to make a statement and hold them accountable for what they're doing to everyone else. And like, they said something mean to Kazi, and I'm gonna stand up to like for all of their like victims. And it's like, these victims are people like Kazi talked about me again for months before I said a word back to him. When I finally started listening to one of his things where it's like I'm like, whoa, where I don't pay attention to you, but all of a sudden he's on my radar and he's like doing 3-hour shoes on Nan. Yeah, I'm gonna call out his behavior. Like what these victims are people who have like put themselves out here and gone after me for months without me giving them the time of day, like the quote unquote victims. And like, she doesn't realize like that's not what this is for. This is for like they can go get an order if they think that's you're not there to go and like make a statement and stand up to bullying. That's not what this is for. Like, you idiot. I was watching videos.
That's what they say, right?
From New Hampshire on the New Hampshire court website this weekend with like instructions about how the hearing's gonna go and what to like stuff. Because I was like trying to just find something about her claim that she gets 15 minutes and we get 7. And I'm watching these videos and it's like, this is serious. This is for people. It's like, if you're worried that they're gonna like take your kids and stuff, then you can contact this hotline to help like get immediate help and stuff. It's very serious. This is not what this is for, to like make some statement to like stand up to online bullies when like you're the bully yourself. Like, by the way, like this is not what this is for.
I think this whole idea doesn't come from Sparkly, you know. I think she has people who telling her what to do because they're trolling her still. I'm convinced they're trolling her, like Valerie and Cossie and Turtle Boy and Jimmy and whatever. They're all feeding her with these ideas. Yeah, you have to go to court, you have to sue them, you have to get a TRO, blah blah blah. And she's going with it. She's not capable of having like her own thoughts. It's really like, or her own opinion. It's like, whoever says something to her, she's going with it. If it's like feeding her what she wants, feeding her grift or feeding her views or whatever. But yeah, that's crazy actually. And the people behind her are the abusers, right? I mean, they just use her, and 100% they. I think even Valerie said one time, yeah, no, leave it, don't do it, don't go further with it. Drop the choice, or drop the request. And then she was like, no, you're wrong, Valerie, you're wrong. And I don't know, I think these are all very, very weirdos behind this cult. Sorry. They're all creeps. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, just like her actions alone, like the extortion request last week about deleting posts and articles, it's going to be like, well, like you file this that you're scared for your safety and your family's safety, but like you were willing to drop it if posts were deleted. But
Yeah.
how is that? But you said you felt unsafe, so you were willing to drop it. How are you going to become safe if you didn't get this order though? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I have another question. This report that you mentioned before, the what Aiden paid for, like, that proves that you didn't hack him. Why is that not coming out? Why is it not leaked yet? Is it like sealed, or what?
No, it's not. It's his own report. He can do whatever he wants with it. It says on it like confidential and only like client shared, which like at this point, like it's not privileged to me. It's been given to me in discovery. I just because with the outstanding wiretap thing, I was like, whatever. Like I don't need to like go on the offensive just now with this. But like
Okay.
now that I probably should. But wouldn't you think he would be the one who's wanting to be blasting this report everywhere if it supposedly proves?
If it
Because we've still
proves,
seen no proof of any hacking or any stealing recordings or anything. If this report proves that, wouldn't you want to see that? But it doesn't. And Koala has shared certain portions of it. I mean, there's no
Okay.
reason to come
You're
out.
just
I'm
holding
happy.
back.
It has like his home IP address is a different IP address that he's been at all over, which he was like at the time accusing me of like that I found out after the fact that he was saying it was like sharing his location, his private information stuff that I was like, I don't even want to deal with this. Like me walking into here and he's going to say I'm doing that or something from sharing his stupid report. But at this point, yeah. I mean,
So
I also
he paid
15,000
K for proving that you were right.
basically, yeah. I mean,
I love
the other
that
reason
for
I
him.
haven't done it is too, I've kind of been waiting. Like, I mean, he still talks about me almost every day, but like, I'm trying to like not like only respond to like his shit. But like, if he does something again big, then I'm blasting that report everywhere. I'm just like, saving it too. Like,
Oh, that's
at
why
this
he's
point,
not
like,
talking about you anymore, right?
oh, he still does. I mean, like it's kind of slowed down, luckily. But like when the whole Jess Walsh thing started with like that was blowing up a few weeks ago with Baker, he kept like comparing like me and her to it, and it's like, no, shut the fuck up, bro. You are the Jess Walsh in this situation. You're the one who threatened to off yourself multiple times to me, and like was making burner accounts to continue talking to me. I never did anything like whatever Baker's saying she did. I never threatened to kill myself. He didn't talk to me. That's what he did to me. I never made like multiple YouTube things to try and talk to him in chats. Like, no, I stayed out of his chat, tried not to watch his show. I blocked him.
Yes.
So I was just like, no, shut the fuck up. Like, so yeah, I think I made a few posts about him when he started doing that, basically like, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Because
But
he's not really talking about you. I mean, not that I saw. I don't know. He's like, we don't talk about her anymore. So
saying somebody like he'll be like, well, she shall not be named to this. That's still talking about somebody when you're saying she shall not be named. And he still says 5150 all the time and talks about me.
yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true.
You're right, though. He has not made me like the main focus of his show, which is nice. But I mean, but you know what though? If I want to, I'm still gonna the people that he's still going after, I'm gonna stand up for still, like, I mean, he spent like however many hours, hundreds of hours talking to me. If I want to say something and defend myself still, and I'm just thinking of it now. I'll say it. I'll
Yeah.
I'll talk about him as little or as much as I want to
Right.
after everything he's done.
Yes. Oh my
I was
God.
also like silenced for a while when I was afraid about finding a new job and stuff too. So
Yes. Yeah, now other people are now the target, Jessica is like, Nurse Kim is
oh,
under
I love
fire.
that. Yeah. I mean,
It's like,
yeah, exactly. How can I not comment on this and love this,
yeah,
relish in this when like after all the things that these people have done to me the
yeah,
last however many months, like how can I
right.
not enjoy it?
Yeah. I mean, you can sit back and just enjoy. I mean, it's sorry, but yeah, they all did it to you and they didn't care. They couldn't care less, right?
Yeah, not at all. I mean, this stuff with Kim too, and then she's crying victim. That's why I had to publish my text with her, like which I did yesterday, because just the audacity. Like finally, she's admitting she
She
lied,
lied.
but like she's sending me these nasty messages, like it's your fault that people are saying I heard the recording. Like it's your. She said like
Yeah, you crucified her.
my crucifixion is on your hands, Meredith. It's like you told Joe Flipperhead in a private text message that I had no idea he would share and go crazy that Kim heard it because Kim did fucking hear it. I'm like evil and I caused her crucifixion. Like what?
And
I'm
and
so
and do you
embarrassed
know
that
for
I
a
was like,
fact? Do you know for a fact that she didn't think it was a voicemail?
oh yeah, no. She told me on when I talked to her on the phone in the brief period where she came to her senses and realized that Jess was the problem for announcing she heard it, and we had a conversation on the phone. She's like, Meredith, I didn't know that it was like technically illegal the recording at the time, and she knew it was a phone call. Like
Right,
there's no
right. She
like
knew.
it's the whole thing is pretty much them back and forth, and every clip that's leaked, I'm pretty sure is like both of them talking. It's like I don't remember there being long. Why would he just play for her only Karen saying one thing? Like there's I think the part she said too where she's like I made you, that's like he follows it right away with being like you made. I think he responds with like you made me or no I made you, yeah, you made me. He's like there's very few parts of it I don't think where like it's just her talking, and the part she named I know like was definitely not one of those parts, so it's like it flies, it's nonsense.
It's nonsense. It's bullshit. Yeah. She's so fake. I can't listen to her. She's so fake. It's all. Yeah.
And she's like saying like I totally forgot about this when this happened, trying to say that she only found out about like Aiden being the one sending the like Olivia recording to Jess, like because I posted it on Twitter. Like, no, bitch, I told you about it the day he told me he did it. I was like, literally, there's a text from October 1st.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm like, yeah, we know now who sent it. It's Aiden. If you don't know, it was Aiden who sent it himself to her on October 1st. She knew about it since then.
But isn't Flip the worst of all of them? Like,
He's not the worst of them. They all said, but he's like one of the top worst. He's one of the top worst.
like really playing both sides and couldn't care. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and he texted me. He's like, and I didn't even want to start this whole shit up with Aiden publicly. I was like, I do not want to like have like a public war with him. Like, and he's like, come on, I'll defend you. Tell your truth. It's really sad you have to live like this, being scared of him. So he's like egging me on to tell him shit and talk about the recording with him and not keep like staying quiet for Aiden and stuff. And then he goes and like runs right back to him. Like, it's just what?
Yeah. Right.
What a pathetic loser.
And I mean, that live stream that Aiden made about Flip back then, when he called him a psychopath and everything, and a fucking stalker and crazy, and
Dude, he
to
is.
distract to this. Yeah, I agree, but to distract from the wiretapping, and now Flip is back with him and just like his buddy. I think.
And not only that, then Aiden helped Olivia, and Bradel also helped him get charged with felony wiretapping,
Right.
which
Oh,
is
they're
still
all
open,
so
by the way.
fake. It's all.
did I tell you? Did you hear how he signed an affidavit against me
Yes.
for the wiretapping on
Yeah,
me?
the text
And it's
message
literally,
that
it's
he
like
received.
Meredith sent me a text that she
Right.
wished she wiretapped him. Like, okay, it's like, can you be more up Aiden's ass? Like this guy, and like, it's like, how are you going to come here and testify when there's an outstanding warrant for you in Massachusetts? There's literally an
Right.
arrest warrant for him if he
And how's
comes
that
here. He
even
can't come
allowed?
and
I know.
testify.
Is
I
that
don't know. And
ethical for a lawyer to do that? I don't know.
I have a complete draft that I'm like considering about submitting about some of the other shit that Brandon's on, but that's a good point on that. But and I wish I'd thought about it at the time. It was like Courtney handed that affidavit to my lawyer like after we'd walked in and sat, and we were still dealing with like the chaos of like her being let in or not, that I like didn't even think to tell my lawyer like this guy actually who signed this is actually as a charge for felony wiretapping and he can't come in this state because there's a warrant for him. I wish I had thought, I didn't think about it till after the hearing was over, but it didn't I don't that affidavit by him did not move the needle at all for like the clerk, so it was like whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but the flip charges are still ongoing, or it just comes.
I think so. Last I checked, yeah, it was still up. I don't know. I've heard there's been some like negotiations for him to drop them and stuff, which is like, I don't know, whatever. Like, it's, I guess it's like, why even go through the trouble of doing it to begin with then, you know?
Yes, right.
I don't know if like Olivia was like pressured because like Aiden and him get along. Either way, if not, and she is still wanting to pursue them, Aiden's behavior with Flip and like encouraging him and like promoting him is completely disrespectful to his paralegal.
Yeah.
It's like these allegations about her being harassed by him and everything are true. It's like it's weird. It's weird that Bradel is reportedly involved in helping these charges get dropped now too. The whole thing is really weird and messy, but right up their alley.
Yeah, it's all crazy. Do you think that Jessica will finally like release all the things that she has on Third Boy, or will she hold back?
I have no idea. She probably doesn't even have anything because I told him like a while ago not to trust her, and he like agreed. One of like the last weeks we were talking in October were him like being like, I cannot trust her and like all this stuff. So I don't even know what she even would have at this point. But he's been knowing him though. He's stupid. He probably has, you know, and he probably has trusted her and shared stuff again since the breakup and stuff. So yeah, you know what? I take that back.
Sure.
I don't know. He's doing the same thing though with me, where he's like, I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to make her content. I'm not going to like publicly. But then he'll like say like little digs, like small little digs, or he'll have other people go at her on his behalf, and then it'll poke and poke and poke at her that she's going to blow up. So then he can have an excuse to be like, I didn't want this to go here, but now I have to. Now I have to do 5 valid truth journeys on her because she pushed me here, so he can play victim like that she started it, even though he knows.
But she will fight back. She will also have her valid truth journey. Fucking valid truth, whatever it is.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, I think she will go neutral. Not neutral. Nuclear on him. I think.
Probably.
We don't know, but yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. I have to get on a work call shortly, but I don't know if you're gonna space and you always do spaces, and yours are always the best, but they're always when I have to do work. But it was good to talk to you guys.
Yeah, it was nice to talk to you.
Thank you, everybody else who listened to this. I know this was originally Jen's space, but she was having technical issues, so I started a new one for her since she was driving, and then this just went 2 hours, but it's been fun. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Nice to meet
you. Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
That was the space. We got some rain coming in right now. A lot of strong storms coming through. I'm still checking. I am still looking for that Karen Reed hearing. See if there's any updates on it. Got some latest news. Approved ballot question would eliminate party primaries for mass elections. I kind of like that. That would be. We talk a lot about the primaries It would be sort of interesting to see no party primaries and just see Republicans and Democrats all on the ballot together. I guess that's something we're going to get to decide in November in Massachusetts. Downpours in Massachusetts Tuesday. So we're getting a lot of rain coming through right now. A lot of rain tonight. A lot of bad weather. Be careful. Expecting some flooding. And again, I'm still looking. Nothing new. Nothing new on Karen Reed on that hearing. Boozy Beauty had some reporting about it today. I guess Colin Albert still the attorney has called the military several times. She said it was. We'll see. There's some reporting for Boozy Beauty. You can check that out on Twitter about that hearing today. Hopefully we get to watch it. Hopefully we get some video. Karen D asked a question. I'll take questions right now before I go to Mike. Who do you think Cosgrove will call to the stand to testify? Oh, geez, I don't know. That's a thing. There's so many he could call. I'm pretty sure he's going to call any of those victims if they want to be called to testify. That's going to be on them. Jennifer McCabe, Colin Albert. I imagine Colin Albert. Yeah. And maybe you'll see some of the, I don't know. I mean, I would say Colin Albert. That's who I would expect. Jennifer McCabe and Colin Albert. Yeah, possibly Jen Altman. Totally. Yeah, that could be it. I mean, when was that? When I had my freak out way back before the Karen Reed trial one with Aiden. That's what I was afraid of the whole time. Is that this dude was going to turn me into a witness? I don't want to be a witness. I don't like to be. I don't like courts. You know. Yeah, possibly you could see. I guess I think it depends if they would want to be witnesses. Do they want to be involved in this? I don't think Brennan does. I have a feeling I don't think Lally does either. So maybe the wife of Michael Proctor too, right? I mean, that's another one that you could. I mean, any of those folks. That's who I think it will be. Yeah, and exactly. If any of those witnesses made any communication that they were afraid to testify in trial two, that would be obvious. That would be a slam dunk, obvious person that they would call on to testify. Oh yeah, the glare. He could be a witness against Turtle Boy, a hostile witness for the prosecution. Absolutely. I mean, both with the window incident and especially with these recent statements that he's made and the wiretapping. I mean, just he talks too much. He talks too much in public. He may have made himself a witness. Hmm. Why? That's why sometimes you need to shut the hell up. I'm not a witness. I'll tell you that. I haven't been asked to testify. Thank fucking God. I guess since you're all here too, since you have questions for me, which I like, I don't mind these questions. Yeah, they might put up some of his statements like, "What did you mean by this?" and "What did you mean by this?" and when you called it a cult, did you feel like he was going to intimidate you? Like, I don't think they're going to call her. No, I don't think they're going to call Lindsay. No, I think it helps. I don't think it helps them. I don't think the judge would even allow it at this point, especially with the conflict. Which I don't think they're going to call her. And I don't think she wants to be called either. Think about it. Um, yeah, it was their strategy, but you don't hear much about that anymore, do you? Just like they had a strategy on the First Amendment, right? I mean, that's a problem for him now. Who are his witnesses going to be? Yeah, the criminal trial. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The criminal trial for Turtle Boy. Um, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, since you were asking me questions, which is fine. I like that. Throw any more questions before I go here. Um, I have a question for all of you. There's been all of this drama that's been happening on YouTube, on the YouTube streets. Most of it I haven't watched. I see little clips here and there. Is there anything I should be replaying on my show? Like, do you want to see me review Machado, review Nurse Kim, review Turtle Boy, and any of his episodes he's had recently? Like, is there anything that should I really do this? And if so, what would you want to see me cover and review, or anything else? Is there anything worth covering even? Should I? What do you think? Yeah, if I were her, I would do it. I wouldn't give because you get just gonna give them content. Like they're letting you know we're gonna get content out of this and we're gonna win it. It's pretty obvious that they're gonna win. And you're tying up the courts. It's embarrassing. If I were her, I would withdraw it right now. Save face. Don't waste any more time in the court. No, nobody asked me if I thought Karen would be called to testify. Huh. I mean, that's possible. That Queen of the Pool. She could definitely be called to testify in Turtle Boy, right? But I don't know if she'd be. I think that she would have a right to not answer, right? I mean, that would make her look good, but still. And that could be worked out ahead of time, maybe too, because that happened before, right? So with somebody else. So yeah, I don't think it's likely you're going to see Karen on the stand for Turtle Boy, but it's possible, I guess. You want me to debunk Nurse Kim? That just seems mean, though. Out of all the people, that's the least I'd probably, even though I'm not happy with a lot of what she did, I don't know. I'd feel, even Machado too, like both of them, I'm just like, I guess I don't like going after women as much. I don't know. It's a weak spot for me, I guess. But that's interesting you say that. Out of all of them, that it would be Nurse Kim. But that's the thing, I've seen a lot of clips of Nurse Kim. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, some of Machado's Today Live, but it would have to give you timestamps because it's long. I don't think I could handle Machado just by herself. I think I missed the boat. The one I should have done was Machado and Turtle Boy. Looks like she did a pretty good job on it from what I saw, which is funny. But they're both hypocrites on it. I mean, come on. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I missed it actually. Wait, what? True Crime says no. Stay out of the drama. Would be great to see a deep dive trial, some testimonies with Andrew. I know, but on what? Like that's the thing. That's the weird thing right now. We're kind of at a lull for trials and things and coverage. And I know in July we're going to be covering a lot in court, but right now for the next week or two, it's kind of like dead zone. It's kind of a dead time. Let's just put it that way. Until we get by like the 4th of July. Lindsay Clancy's going to come up in July. That's going to be a good trial to cover. Mm. Oh, this is a tough one. Queen of the Pool. I'm the last one you should ask about Bettero because I feel conflicted. Like I can't say anything. No, I mean both I am conflicted, but also people are gonna say I'm conflicted. So it's like why say anything about that? I'll read it. Why do you agree with me that Bettero can no longer go on Nurse Kim channel for conflict since she implicated Turtle Boy? I mean, you know what? I will give a little. I'll just say this, like that's not my call. Like that's something that Bettero has to decide. Like you know what I mean? Like I usually err on the side of caution in these things, but he's the attorney. It's his career. It's not me. He has to figure that out, not me. But I don't think there's anything wrong with you raising that Queen of the Pool. You know? But that's up to him. It's his life. It's his career. Oh, she was code talking. I know. That's what I kind of got from it. It's like she's trying to play cute with it. It's like maybe just don't talk about it. Mostly, sometimes I have. I mean, I'm not saying I've never gone after a woman before or criticized or, but I just it feels funny, and especially this stuff right now because it's gotten there's a pile on too. Like I see the pile on. There's a big pile on. I'm not saying it's not deserved with some of these women, but you know, recent Sully stuff. What do you mean Sully stuff? Tell me what that's about. I don't even know what you're talking about. Who's Sully? There's a lot of Sullys. Are you talking about Sully Erna? Talking about Sully from Boston, like the radio guy. Like who? Which Sully? There's a lot of Sully. I know a lot of Sullys. I know a rapper who is called Sully too, right? You know how many Sullys there are in Boston? Oh, Tully, Tully. Yeah, that could be Tully. Is there some new? Oh, yeah. Well, Boozy said something about Tully didn't want to be deposed either. I guess Tully might be resisting. We need to find that out. No, not Tully. So you're not talking about Tully. Who's Sully? Tell us who Sully is. I don't know what you. Yeah, Stacey Face Travels. We may be doing that with I think Judge Erskine. Like I'm definitely gonna have her come up pretty soon back on the show. So we'll probably do some of that on her with her. Yeah, I mean that it's disappointing. It is. But a lot of people can't handle it. I mean, it's just this is a lot, you know. A lot of people didn't know what they were signing up for either when they got involved in some of this stuff. It's a weird spot to be in. I do. I feel bad for her, even though I don't like everything she did, obviously. I can have empathy for folks. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe not the Galera though. I don't have as much empathy for him, even though sometimes I might feel bad because he is pretty pathetic. I mean, the big news on Sandra Birchmore is she was a punchline at the debate, right? Juna Perkins made Sandra Birchmore very relevant in that DA debate. It was like what everybody was talking about. Even Adam people were like, wow. Oh, yeah, I just saw something on this. Boozy Beauty was reporting on this. I'm wondering where did she must be talking to him. I'm wondering if he's going to be on a show. Is he going to be on like Como's show or something? Like, or maybe he's interviewing with Boozy because she had posted about this. Wait, what True Crime says. James Sullivan says his police interview was leaked shortly after he gave it in May 2022. He alleges Christopher Albert confronted him in June 2022 with details from his witness statement. So that's what Boozy Beauty was posting on Twitter today. I have no confirmation on that. I have know nothing about it. Maybe I need to have Boozy on and ask her what her sources are. But we'll be watching what Boozy has to report and see if there's any interviews. Maybe James Sullivan's going to do some type of interview or comment. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, Queen of the Pool. I think after this restraining order hearing, I might have Meredith on maybe later that night. Gonna maybe hit her up. I think I'm definitely gonna have Meredith back on the show, just because why not? I mean, she's having this legal warfare against her, and that bugs me. That bugs me. You know, all of this shit that I'm seeing, and it's just like, you know what? Some of my music for you want to hear some of my music friends back on the show? Maybe. You know what? I do have a father and son I want to bring on. A kid I grew up with, and his son is a big musician, and the father used to perform. They're in the band together actually, but Yeah, I think I might do that. That might be a good one. Thank you for suggesting. Yes, Judge Erskine, exactly. Well, you know what? Name my kids. Maybe this is what Kim's trying to do is come clean now. But I think she needs to come all the way clean, and I think it would be go a long way if she just apologized to Meredith for Christ's sakes. Meredith had nothing to do with this shit. I know she's mad at Meredith because Meredith said something to Joe Flipperhead, but come on, come on. Not my business though. All right, I think I'm out of here. I think I'm done. You know, I got ribs. I got ribs in the oven. I got some ribs in the oven, and I got some vegetables on the stovetop. I'm ready to eat now. I'm gonna have a good dinner. Sheila. Oh, you think Kim would do it? Somebody who knows Kim? Who's the? I have Kim blocked. Honestly, I'll be straight up with you. I have her blocked on Twitter just because there's certain people that I just didn't want to deal with. Like I just didn't want to see their shit because I know I'd post shit at them, and that's why I blocked her. I was just like, I don't want to. I don't want to be fighting with Nurse Kim on Twitter. Better I don't see the shit. I just blocked her. So um, it would be weird for coming from me to invite her on the show, obviously. But if you people want to ask for it, ask her. See what she says. If she says yes, then I'll reach out. I don't want my DMs getting blasted online. Had that happen too often. So you know, and I would be nice to Kim. I would. I would try to help her actually, but I wouldn't be wicked easy either. You know what I mean? I'd be like I am right now, straight up. Like so, if you know Kim and you like Kim, tell Kim to come on. I'd have Kim on. We probably have some laughs too. I'd probably have to look for my pearls she gave me like so long ago. Those pearls are long gone now. I'm looking. I'm like, wait, I haven't seen those in a. It's been a while since I put on those pearls for obvious reasons. Yeah, you know what would be cool if Kim came up, I'd maybe have Meredith on for a minute to ask her a question. That would be the moment. I wouldn't let it get too crazy though, because you can't be disrespectful for somebody coming on your show and answering questions. You got to be nice. That's the thing. When people come on my show, I am fair to them. I don't go nuts. Maybe Chris Albert wants to come on the show. That would be fun. Chris, come on the show, bro. I'll be nice. Or Brian Albert. Or you know who the one? Higgins. I want Higgins to come on. Get Higgins on the show. I'll be fair to Higgins. I'll only play the JFK clip once. All right, I'm gonna go. We're talking all these crazy guests that could come on, right? It'd be funny. Well, while we're doing it, Eddie Vedder. You know, Eddie Vedder is gonna come on the show someday. And John Cena, that's another one. I want to get John. I actually want to get John with his brothers on the show. That would be the best. Because I actually know his brothers. I really don't know John. I've been around. I met him, but like, I bet he doesn't even remember me. But his brothers do. I still actually talk to some of his bros. And my cousins used to hang out with all of them, so that they would know my cousins big time, all of them. But anyways, but I should get Cena on too. I got to get Cena. I got to get Eddie Vedder, and I got to get Nurse Kim, and I got to get Chris Albert and Brian Higgins, the big bad Brian Higgins. We're gonna get them all this year, bro. This. We're gonna just make this happen. Yeah, you don't think? See, that would be the thing. That would be the problem for me if I had Nurse Kim on the show. People would get mad. Some people would get very mad, and I get why. I'd feel that way a little bit too. It's like, am I disrespecting people? Jumping Jack's flax. I hear he says, "Don't think Nurse Kim deserves more airtime from Mike." But would it? I mean, I don't know. Is she really getting that much of a boost coming on my platform at this point? Yeah, Chris probably couldn't come on. Yeah, none of them probably can. Maybe after though. Maybe afterwards. Kevin from South Boston. That's it. That's what's going to happen. Kevin from South Boston is going to come on. I got to get my phone number call up again. He'd probably call in. All right, I'm going to head out. I'm going to take one more look and see if we see that Karen Reed hearing from today. Is there any chance? Well, I'll probably be back. I bet I'll be back tomorrow with that Karen Reed hearing. I have a feeling Canton Community TV will have it. We'll see. Oh, you tagged me in James Sullivan's tweet about Chris Albert. Let me look at that. That might be what we have to post before I go here. You know times have changed when you have Mama Llama responding to one of my tweets and she's not angry at me. This is funny, actually. Even though I'm still free Karen Reed. Some of these anti-Karen Reed people that are nice to me now, it's kind of funny for us all. But some are still holding on to it. Like this, a few that are very angry. Actually, it's funny how things work out. I can't see the tag. I'm looking for the tag. Oh, here it is. This is what you tagged me from. Oh, he posted. Holy shit, he did a direct post. This guy. Is this him? All right, so this guy James Sullivan responding to Dixie Normus, John Kamal on Twitter. Let's do this. I'm gonna show it on the screen. We're gonna read it together. Can I get that on the screen? Hold on. Is this up? There it is. So you see it there. So this guy James Sullivan on June 20th, just 2 days ago, says June 2022 at D&E Pizza, Chris Albert, I didn't know you were at the bar that night. Me, you were there? I didn't see you there. How did you know I was there? Chris, your witness statement. That's public? Yeah, it's online. Anyone could see it. What? What? If that's what he said, are you kidding me? Witness statements are never online. Jesus Christ, come on. Wow, he's saying Good told him that they were good at covering shit up in August of 2023. Then he got an anonymous text. This guy gets so 3 nights later. This is witness intimidation. If this is true, he says Good basically told him in August of 2023 that they're good at covering up murders. And then 3 nights later, while waiting for the first game to start, he gets a text. It's a picture of me and Karen from CF McCarthy's. It reads, this man's name is James Sullivan. He's a known philanderer with 5 children. He just got through a messy divorce and was seen hitting on Karen Reed this weekend before at a baseball game. So they're basically shitting on him and letting him know, if you testify, this is what we're going to put out into the town. Wow. If that's true, if this is the real James Sullivan, holy shit. James, I want to have you on the show. Hit me up if you're out there. Look on the Young Jerks, James Sullivan. If you're out there and you want to come talk about this, Jimmy Sullivan. Let me show you how to contact me, James. Can I do that? Where's my profile? Here it is. Right there. That's my email. It's at the top of the at the Young Jerks Twitter page. Send me an email, bro. I'd love to have you on the show. Yeah, Meredith will be a good guest. We're gonna have a good show. Yeah, I gotta go eat the ribs. Oh yeah, I know, right? That's gonna get clipped. But it's so funny, like because the Galera got so mad and like posted, "How dare Mike talk to an anti-Karen Reed?" And he was talking about LG1. He was talking about Leah Genduso. And then just today, he's friggin' retweeting the same woman and being nice to her. So they'll complain about it. They'll go nuts about it, and then they'll actually do the same thing later. Because I'm the leader. I'm the leader on this shit. They all follow. They all. You notice, Galera. There was a term that I kind of popularized. I didn't come up with it, but I ran with it from YBE, and it was the lolcow. The lolcow. Today, Galera's using lolcow against Jess Machado. Did you notice Randy JFK was using the word gang and cult? I also used it quite a bit, that cult word, didn't I? That gang and the cult word. What was Galera saying about Turtle Boy, a cult? We're the leaders. They just steal everything that we do. We program worldwide here, just like Dr. Dre. We program their minds. We're in their heads. JFK plays that game too. Look at how Galera got so triggered when Turtle Boy praised JFK. Gotta set some of this off, maybe. We are in their fucking heads. Remember they said we didn't matter? But they repeat everything we say. I mean, it's so fucking funny. They even use goddamn. Oh. Exactly as we told everyone it was going to happen, didn't they? Yeah. Yep. All right. I can hear the rain. Can you hear the rain in the background? It is pouring out. Yes. Have a good night. Thank you so much, Bernadette. I appreciate you dropping that so we could share it with the audience tonight. Yeah, disclaimer, they use it all the time. There's some other ones too. But I was laughing my ass off when I saw the Galera use the word cult against Turtle Boy. We programmed his mind. He's not very smart. I mean, he is a parrot. He parroted a lot of what we said on this show during Free Karen Reed during both trials. Let's be clear. Like this wasn't the first time we programmed him. We programmed him for quite a while. And then he used that's so funny, the lolcow. He used the lolcow against Jess Machado. And his whole post, when you look at it, you're like, don't you see that this perfectly describes Turtle Boy and you to a lesser degree? You're just not big enough, Galera, to be a full lolcow. Yeah, y'all caught up? They use that one too, don't they? They use a lot of them now. Yeah, you all caught up. Yeah, the Doughboy. The Doughboy. Is it the Doughboy or the Doughboy? Either way, it's funny. God damn. Yeah, keep it in a buck. They all parrot, especially JFK. JFK is the king of this shit. But even some of my stuff, like I said, the lol cow, which wasn't really mine, but I really kept pounding it. Like I got that, and I. That's the thing. When I use something, I let people know where I got it from. A lot of these people, they'll steal shit, and they don't even tell you where they got it. Like half of the names that Aiden uses for people, he doesn't come up with them. Somebody else does. One of the people in the crowd. Uh, no shit. See, this is one of the dumbasses out there. Name my kid says Mike Locals is a whole community. Glare has known about it for 5 years. So haven't I, bro. I've known about it for 5 years. I didn't say that I discovered lolcows. I said that YBE was the first one in this Karen Reed, free Karen Reed community to call some of these YouTubers in the community lolcows. That's what I said, bro. And then I started repeating it a lot, and then Galera's using it. That's what I said, bro. See, I didn't have to. I think I might have asked her what it meant, but I already knew. Like, it's like one of those ones you've seen it because I knew about Kiwi Farms. Like, I've known about lolcows for a long time, actually. Yeah, Galera's using it now. And it's hilarious because, dude, anytime you use it, it just reminds people. It's like, dude, you're shitting on Turtle Boy again. Are you subliminally shitting on Turtle Boy again? A lot of his posts, if you look at them, the glare, you have to wonder if he's not doing it on purpose or he's that dumb. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Is he that dumb or is he subliminally taking shots at Turtle Boy? Yeah, some people don't know what it means. It's basically a love call with somebody who's like always aggrieved and has a big following, and it's like full of drama, and people just make fun of them. It's just like a whole thing. There's a Kiwi Farms. It's a website. Nick Rakita is like one of the biggest lol cows around, and Nick was originally in on the joke with other people, and then they turned around on him. So it's kind of funny. It's like. I think there is. I think there's a lot of underlying resentment between them two. Yeah. Sorry, lady. Sorry, Miss, Ms. Lay my kids. I should have figured it out with the avatar. I gotta say, I like your hair and I like the mouse ears, or the bunny. Or the cat. Probably cat ears. I said mouse ears. They're not mouse ears. They're little kitty ears. I gotta go. Talking about kitty ears. Thank you, Lay my kids. I appreciate it. I keep saying I'm going to go. I need Sarah to tell me that this is the longest goodbye. But I'm going to check one more time. And I do got to go. I want to go eat those ribs. I got some good corn going. I keep checking to see if anything's been posted. Oh, it's Josie and the Pussycats, of course. See, I didn't even know Josie. The whole fleshlight thing, just like, where have we come? It's so weird too, the stuff that they feel like they have to defend, like from the Ray from Dallas when they defended him on that shit, and it's like, why do you have to defend this shit? Oh, smoked chicken. That sounds good. I'm coming over. Let me know where to come, little drummer boy. I'm gonna eat my ribs and then I'll come over and have some of your chicken for dessert. Yeah, it's time to go. Peace out, jerks. Yeah, I would say so. I don't think Karen will ever talk to him again. Karen's not sending him any signal messages. All right, jerks. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night. And maybe, I'm guessing tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we'll have that. But you never know. Check back later tonight. Maybe it will come out and I'll post it tonight. Maybe we'll go live later tonight if we can get that Karen stream. We'll see. I'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone, for supporting, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. I appreciate you and being patient with me. Sometimes I get pissed off about things, you know. Sometimes I miss things. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I thought that was the funniest thing, Thomas. I love to see Baker cry a little bit. A lot of these people, because they talked about how big and tough they are in the social media, but then they just cried about the stupidest shit. And then I realized none of them could really handle the bullshit when they actually get it. I mean, look at Machado. It's like, oh, you finally realized, Machado, how it feels, but you still don't have any sympathy for all the other people you did it to with the same group of people. Peace out, jerks. I'll see you soon.